हुए हैं, अभी तक
जी
एक मुसलमान ईसाई नहीं हुआ।
It's not like that I don't want the sheikhs to call you. I want them to call you
I know
to strengthen my faith. I want them to call you, to boss you.
but it's what's happening
But
is the opposite.
I don't understand why none of them call you. It was not even difficult for me to call you. I used to watch Sheikh Uthman Farouk,
Yeah.
but
Potato Farouk.
but I stopped watching him because he's a liar. I stopped watching him because he's a liar. I stopped watching him because he's a liar, and he just lies, and he just lies, and he just lies.
Exactly. He's a potato. So now, so you came through him to me, or you know about me from before?
No, I think on Twitter or something, because I follow his Twitter. He called somebody about Christian princess or something, Christian princess. So I just searched up Christian. I
Yeah.
searched that up on YouTube and I found you, and yeah.
So you see, even he tried to insult me. He's a bully. You know, they are a bully. They cannot refute me. And all of them, they want to debate me face to face, but nobody can debate me in Skype. No problem, you know, because they are
Yeah.
scared. They knew they are liars.
Yeah, honestly, like Uthman, like he's not a really good scholar.
If
Uthman, he's a liar. He lies about just to make himself, to make Islam look good. But he fabricate things. He fabricate things. He fabricate things. That's why I stopped watching Uthman. That's why I stopped watching Uthman.
But we are happy that Ahmad, he left Islam. He called me to get me busted, and he ended leaving Islam.
My bad, no problem, no problem, no, خلاص, my bad, no problem, no problem, no, خلاص, my bad.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
All right, peace of Christ, all of you. I hope you guys doing great. And today we have a new topic and we have a new comedy. You know, the Muhammadan, as usual, because they are suffering from the embarrassment of their funny, silly prophet. So they are #1 buyers for duct tape made in China. And Muhammad's face is full of duct tape. Over his eyes, over his mouth, over his nose, over his belly button, even over his anus. And by the way, before we start, some of you, they say that I am rude and I insult. My friend, if you are not happy with the way I talk, why you are here? Just leave. Nobody is forcing you. So if you don't like the way I talk, please, I beg you, please, 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 in the Arabian way, just leave, okay? You are very sensitive. I am not. You know, the one who don't say the truth, he never insult anyone. You know, if you say what people like to hear, obviously you are just being a hypocrite. Insult happened when you feel that the person in front of you is disagreeing with you badly. And because he disagrees with you and you cannot refute him, you call that an insult. And it's not my problem if I say, if you are stupid, leave, and then you felt I'm talking to you, because obviously you are the one who knows himself that he's a stupid. Otherwise, why you are pointing your finger at yourself? I just say, if you're stupid, leave. Then you say, huh? Are you talking about me? So now, Sheikh Uthman, he have somebody in his tent. I don't know, by the way, in his tent, why he don't sell ketchup, because ketchup is very popular in his tent. And Sheikh Uthman, he decide to answer a question which is a very embarrassing. A Christian person, I think he's a Christian, I'm not sure. He asked him, why Muhammad, he married Aisha at very early age? Sheikh Uthman, he have the answer.
Go ahead, look it up. Come back next Sunday. I'm here.
Be back because I gotta do some
Excellent.
other stuff over here. At the
You want me to give you the video so you can learn, or you just want
Are you gonna be
to?
here next week?
I am, but you don't want to. You don't want to watch the video
I don't wanna
first.
carry
No,
anything right now.
it's a video on YouTube. You don't have to carry it.
Sheikh Uthman, he will answer why Muhammad marry Aisha by saying the guy go watch a video. I will give you a video, okay? And then Sheikh Uthman, he said, well, they say in the hadith that she was young, but the sister of Aisha, she said, according to what she said, she was 15. What? She was 15? What? 15. I'm really amazed by the numbers Sheikh Uthman is giving to the Muhammadan and non-Muhammadan. Takbir. The 6 years old person became 15 years old. I don't want to waste your time and listening to the whole video. Let me see at what moment he says 15. Maybe here, let's go back. And yeah, here. Here, let me ask you, what is the age of marriage according to the Bible? Let me ask you, what is the age of marriage according to the Bible?
When you go back to the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Do you have people that were married under the legal age today in the Bible?
When we go what?
In the Bible.
In the
Historic
Bible.
references in the Bible.
Yeah, okay.
What about?
Anyway.
No, show us, Sheikh Uthman. Show us the reference, the historical reference in the Bible that people, they marry under age today. Potato, this is the Bible. This is the 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse number 36. A man, he marry a woman, after she can get married, he can get married after she passed the age where she is, obviously have her menstruation. And the verse in the front of you. And you, Potato, claiming that Aisha, she was 15 in your video, saying that the sister of Aisha said that, I have a challenge for all of the Muslims. Show me where the sister of Aisha, she said that. Scam, my friend, have an end. People will challenge you. Good, and watch the video. In the video, you are not showing her sister saying anything. You are showing that I'm going to do calculation to see if those numbers match. And isn't it you who said that we go by Sahih Hadith? So suddenly you fought at the Sahih Hadith, and Sahih al-Bukhari is not Sahih. And then he started talking about India, about potato, about tomato, about except the question, what was the age of Aisha when she get married? I'm trying to find in his video where he said the word 15. Hold on, let me try to find it. Yeah, and then he said, he speak about the age of Mary. When Mary, she got married, he said, according to the Catholic Encyclopedia, she was what?
Okay. When you say he married a 6-year-old girl, just because a Muslim told you that doesn't mean it's right. Let me explain that.
Because a Muslim told you that doesn't mean it's right. Muslims, did you hear it? Just because of a Muslim, he said that to you, it doesn't mean it is right. But who is the Muslim who said that? The wife herself. So this idiot, is saying that Aisha, she is a liar, and she is a fabricator, and she is not a trustworthy for the Muslim Sunni in Afghanistan. In other way, he is insulting her, saying that she is not telling the truth. Because the first Muslim who mentioned that, it was Aisha. So if a Muslim, he says that to you, that Aisha, she was 6 years old when she got married, doesn't mean he is saying the truth. And this is Aisha. She is the one who's talking. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari. And this is An-Nasai. And this is An-Nasai. And this is Ibn Dawood. Abi Dawood. And this is Sahih Muslim. And this is, I mean, all of those references, all of them obviously, look how many times repeated the hadith. All are authentic. So the one who said that to you, if a Muslim, he said that to you, that Aisha, she got married at the age of 6, don't listen to that person. He is a liar. Shaky Uthman said. Shaky Uthman is insulting Aisha, spitting in her face, and he is accusing her to be a fabricator. All of this, why? Because he don't like the age of the marriage of Aisha. And if he is in Afghanistan, he will say, so what? But now he is in San Diego. So how he can convince people that his prophet is not a pervert and he is not a pedophile? So it doesn't mean it's right. Let me explain that to you.
Because many Christians tell me things that you wouldn't agree with. Like Christians tell me that Mary wasn't holy and you can't pray to her, but you as a Catholic do.
First of all, no Christian says, and no Catholic do, pray to Mary, and you are a stupid liar. Catholic and Christian, Protestant, Orthodox, they don't pray to Mary. They ask Mary, the Catholic, they ask Mary to pray for them, and we can pray for you their prayer, which is saying, they are praying to the Lord, asking Mary to join them in the prayer. Pray for us, we are the sinners. So you are a liar. Continue.
So I'm not going to hold their opinion as fact.
No, we can hold their opinion as fact, no problem, because none of the Christians pray to Mary. None.
When you talk about a fact, you have to look at historic documentation. Those Muslims didn't study. I have a master's in hadith.
Okay.
So I
have a master in hadith. This is new. Sheikh Potato, he have a master in hadith. I don't want to waste your time, and listen to this. Let us see where he said that she was 15. She was 15. Oh. Where he said. Yeah, and here he said, what about the age of Mary when she got married to Joseph?
Joseph and his marriage, how old his bride was, have you studied that? No, I don't. Okay. Why don't you look at that before you come and talk about the Prophet Muhammad? First,
hey, look, let us look at that. You stupid idiot. Isn't the stupid Quran say that Mary, she delivered a child and she was not married? So if Joseph, he married her, which means he is her husband, sleeping in her bed, that after she have a child, that means she is a woman, because a child cannot deliver a child. So this is your stupid Quran. Confirming what is written in the Bible. Chapter 19, even the chapter have the name of Maryam. How can I have a son when no man has touched me? Do you see it? So it's a very stupid, silly argument of a silly catch-up boy who he claimed that he have intellect and intelligence. But this is the problem. When those Muhammadan, they speak to someone who is a Christian, supposedly, they are not educated. They don't even know how to answer anything, even about the Bible. This is why the Muslims, they can flourish between the fool. But their foolishness will be a joke between the educated. So how you use Mary as an example of age marriage when the Quran confirmed that Mary, she was a woman because she gave a child. And you see here, Mary, she did not say how I can have a child and I'm a child. If she is a child, she would say, how in the world I'm going to have a child? I'm just 6 years old. But she said, and this is an answer of a mature woman, how I'm going to have a child. And no man has touched me. This is not an answer of a child, son of Mut'ah. This is an answer of a mature, intelligent person. This is not a child answering. If I ask a child and I say to the child, you want to have a baby? What the child will say? She will hold her Barbie. She say, yes, I like to have a baby. But you see here, Mary, she have a mature conversation. Are you against your Quran too, ketchup boy? Are you Muslims against the Quran? You will see how, and as you see here, how those people are immature. You yourself, you are immature. Not only Aisha is immature, because the excuse of Mary cannot be used, and Mary, she gave birth before her marriage. So whatever her age was, already she is a woman. Stupidity is amazing. Now, I want one of you to watch this video, just one of the admins, and tell me which minute he said the word 15. I hope I did not change the video. Tell me which minute he says the word 15, so we can play it, because we don't want to play the whole video, you know. And you know, this guy, he is case sensitive. He go to YouTube, he flagged the video. Christian Prince is using my video. It doesn't matter, Abdul. The video is all over. People are laughing at you. So if one of you can tell me where he said the word 15. His sister, in fact, the sister of Aisha, she said, you know, according to his sister, she was 15. Like, what the heck? She was 15? But Aisha, she said that she lived with the Prophet for certain years, and you know, and that means Aisha, she lived only with Muhammad 3 years, because Aisha, when Muhammad died, she was 18. Oh boy. Oh. I'm trying to find where he said the word 15. Where he said the word 15. Where he said the word 15. Maybe the admin can help me and we watch the videos. The video is, it should be in the beginning, not at the end, you know. Let's see where he said 15. Oh, hold on, I think I found it. Ah, okay, I found it. Look what Sheikh Uthman, and look how his hand move when he is lying. Look at this, look brother Thithar. Who is the one who told us the age of Aisha? It's all right, okay, it's all right. According to the sister of Aisha, look.
Sister of Aisha, you're paying attention now? You're kind of, hello?
Hello, pay attention, hello, pay attention, hello, now I'm going to slam you on your face, I have reference now. According to the sister of Aisha, hello, are you there? Hey Christian, are you there? Hello, pay attention.
And if you look at the events, even the sister of Aisha, you're paying attention now? You're kind of, hello?
Hello.
I paid attention to you, but you weren't listening. So it's all right. So the sister of Aisha, remember Asma bint Abi Bakr, who's older than her. She explains the historic events that went on, and those put her at around 15 years of age.
I am out all the if forever. Suddenly Aisha, she is 15, brother. So Aisha, she is stupid. I mean, look how this Aisha. She says she was 6. Her sister, She did not say, by the way, you see the coward, he did not dare to say his sister. She said she was 15. No. The Muslim, they are trying to calculate the number to fix the problem. You know, I use the word anus. So if you don't like to hear it, don't stay here. I use the word anus a lot. This is a word coming from the anus of Sheikh Ketchup. First, you accuse Aisha to be a liar. Secondly, where the sister of Aisha, she come with the number 15. Show us the hadith. Show us the hadith. Nowhere. And you will see how the Muslims, they change the answer, the bent in situation. Look at this here. Let us see this one. Give me a second. This is Mufti Layth with other sheikh. But this is the guy, he don't have ketchup yet, you know. Thanks to God, they are not using ketchup yet. He's asking Shabir Ali. Listen to the question.
If the proposition that Aisha at this time was a 6-year-old child is absurd, because she could not fulfill a child at the age of 6. I mean, she couldn't fulfill any of those categories. In fact, if anything, she would just be another burden. It's like the Prophet has young children at home. Now he's just brought another child and put a child at home. Who's going to take care of the children? Well,
Muslims, did you hear Mufti Layth, what he said? So Sheikh Ketchup, Uthman, he gave a finger to Aisha. She said she is a liar. She is not 6. She's stupid. Actually, maybe he is right, by the way, because obviously she is so young. She don't know what she is saying. But Aisha, she said that hadith when she is an old woman, not when she is a kid. And she mentioned that even after the death of Muhammad. And this is a very authentic hadith. So how in the world, Sheikh Uthman? You remember the guy when David Wood, he spoke to him? And he made a drama about the hadith is Hassan. And this is Darus Salam saying that Hassan mean good. It is Hassan in Darus Salam, but this is not really accurate, you know. And now Sahih al-Bukhari, which is very authentic, Sahih Muslim. All of them, they are saying Sahih, 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 Sahih. Sahih, 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 Sahih. No, for Sheikh Ketchup, it is not Sahih. And he is the one, just in the previous video, he says he accepts the Sahih according to Al-Albani. Al-Albani, you see the Al-Albani here, it says Al-Albani, Al-Albani, the yogurt man from Albania. What the heck with those people? Anything is embarrassing, it is not Sahih. It's not authentic, brother. Now we go back to the Ketchup here, different Ketchup. So this guy is saying to Shabir Ali, how in the world the Prophet, he marry a child? She is just a child. I mean, she will satisfy what desire for him. What is the purpose? He's going to even have a child to take care of. How she can be a wife? Listen carefully. Very embarrassing, very embarrassing. May Allah bless you, Mufti Layth, especially with those headphones made in China. And by the way, the Muslims are boycotting China. They buy nothing from China except the microphone, the computer, the phone, and the table, and the t-shirt, and the underwear, and the bed sheet, and the bed, and the chair, and you name it. Just all. That's all. But they boycotted China because China is not fair to the Muslims. And even Mimi Hijab, he took off his t-shirt, showing his nipples. May Allah bless his nipples. I mean, I heard that in China, since then, the Chinese, they are so worried about nipples, and they ban nipples from the internet. You go to China, you don't see pictures have nipples, even for men. But they cover it, since Mimi Hijab showed his nipple, because, I mean, he make the threat. You know, when he take off the t-shirt and he shave his chest. Why you shave your chest? You know, in the Middle East, if you shave your chest, this is a shame, in case you do not know. But this is not surprise. Muhammad, he used to use an-nawra. He used to use sugar to shave all his body. Now let us continue here with Aisha. May Allah bless their nipples. I mean, they have a very strong nipples. I mean, it's a threat to society.
A child at the age of 6. I mean, she couldn't fulfill.
Did Mufti he just say the child? Mufti, what's wrong with you? Aisha, at the age of 6, she was not a child. I'm going to show you proof. Hold on. Give me a second. I mean, this guy, he don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about? Aisha, she is a child at the age of 6. Huh? I mean, people are reading you. What's wrong with people? A'udhu billah. This is a sheikh, a Muslim woman. She asked him a question. A Muslim woman, she asked him a question, brother. And she is very nervous.
And she asked, why did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ married Aisha?
The question of the sister is a very good question, mashallah. The question of the sister is, why did the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, why did he marry Aisha at such a young age? And
see this guy, he don't deny it. Sheikh Uthman, he deny it. It's the same as masturbation. One is holding his penis and one is holding his nose. I mean, this is a nation. All of them, they masturbate. And no, but haram. It's haram. It's allowed. It's haram. It's allowed. It's haram. It's allowed. Masturbation, opinion. All their religion is masturbation. It's the bent in the jerking time. They are jerking. This is the jerky religion. So what is the answer now? She was young or she was not? Listen to this guy.
can we use that as an example for us to marry young girls the same age today? Is that right?
Yes, yes.
So let's answer this question. It's a good question.
And look, this guy is an African man. Suddenly, because he is following Muhammad, he have a red beard. Did you notice? Did you notice he have a red beard? I mean, do you see how silly you are? Why an African man, he changed the color of his beard to red? You want to be blondie? Ah, I'm following the steps of the Prophet. Obviously, this man is mental. Isn't it him? He says that the one who changed the creation of Allah is against Allah and he's following Satan. Isn't it this is the changing of the creation of Allah? Did Allah created you or Muhammad with red beard? So Muhammad, he used to cook onion and he dipped his beard in the onion water. Huh? You know what? I wanna be blonde. Actually, I am blonde. This is why I say I'm blonde, black, blonde, African American from Japan. You know, I'm coming from Indonesia. I'm like they ask me, where are you from, Christian Prince? I say I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. Blonde. And now people, they are listening to him, by the way, because of that beard, not because of his opinion. He's just following the steps of the Prophet. You have that beard, you are a good man. You don't have that beard, blondie beard. It's not even blondie, it's red. They want to be redhead. And Muhammad forbid them from coloring their beard with black. Do you know that? Your beard or your hair, don't color it with black. They asked the Prophet, why we cannot? He said, because the Jews, they do so. Okay, continue. Why the Prophet, he married a child? Go ahead, brother.
And it's an easy question.
It's an easy question. You have no idea how easy it is. It's so easy. Go ahead, Mr. Easy Teasy.
Now, the why of it, nobody knows except Allah.
What the heck? I mean, do you see how easy it is? A second ago, he said, this is an easy question. And what the answer? Nobody knows why except Allah. Like, what the heck? That is the easiest question ever. Look. A Muslim saying, the satanic laugh of CP made me worry. My friend, you should be worried if you sit in the lap of Muhammad, not from my laugh. I get lost. You are worried about my satanic laugh? Man, you are not worried about a prophet. He is 54 years old and he is holding his penis to put it in a child. She is 6 years old. Why the prophet he marry a child? This is a very easy question. What is the answer?
Now, the why of it, nobody knows except Allah.
I love this. I mean, man, shouldn't you teach in universities like science? All the questions are so easy. I mean, imagine you go to Islamic school and they ask you a question and then you put the answer. Okay, this is very easy question. This is very easy question. You say there, nobody knows save Allah. Who dare to say no? Who dare to say no? They will kill you.
At such a young age. And can we use that as an example for us to marry young girls the same age today? Is that right?
That's right, yeah.
So let's answer this question. It's a good question, and it's an easy question.
Very easy.
Now, the why of it, nobody knows except Allah. Because the Prophet ﷺ never married any woman except it came to him from wahi.
Look at this. The Prophet, when he marry women, Allah, he tell him to marry this woman. Just take it from there. And that why, you know, if you think about it, it's very logical. At the time of the Prophet, there's no dating website. And Muhammad sitting in Quraysh, and he don't know, like he cannot see because he is very polite. He don't look at women. He look only at their ass. And because he look only at their ass, he don't know who is the woman was walking by. If you remember the hadith where Muhammad, he saw a woman. He saw a woman. What he saw? He saw a woman. So what a big deal. He saw, no. Focus with me. He saw a woman. She is coming in an image of the devil. So he got horny. Like, what the heck? She have the image of the devil. And he got horny because of that? Wow. This prophet, he got horny if the women look like the devil. How sexy, and you know it. You know what? I thought about the devil that he is so ugly. And now I notice that the more beautiful they are, the more they are like the devil. Look what the prophet said. Jabir reported that Allah messenger made bees upon him because bees. Saw a woman. He saw what? What? And look at the chapter name. The chapter of recommendation to the one who see a woman and he is attracted to her. He's attracted to who? To her. Who? To her. So he go to his wife or slave women and boom, boom. Look at the chapter title, brother. Very, very good religion. Prophet is a good man. He don't look at women. He don't attract to women. They are not his wives. He attract to women who walk down street only. So there's a woman, she was walking down street, la 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 la, la 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 la. You cannot make your wife walk in the front of the house of the Prophet. Actually, there's a reference in Qurtubi. It says, if the Prophet eyes fall into a woman and he like her, the husband must divorce her immediately so the Prophet can F her. And I can show the reference. So look what happened. The woman she was walking by, Muhammad was looking. And looking, and looking, and looking, and looking. If you like to come tomorrow, feel free, because I will keep looking, me myself, and looking. And the Prophet, because he's a very decent man, when he see a woman, she is not his, he don't keep looking, but he was looking. And he kept looking until he, you know what I mean? Until his, the one down there, starts saluting the anthem. Takbir! He's like up. Zip. For how long the Prophet is looking, focusing in what exactly, to the point he gets so horny, to the point he left his friends, and he jumped on his wife, which was in the kitchen, tanning leather. He left his friends are sitting there. And he went to his own wife. I mean, I have a friends outside in the front of my door, And I leave them and I go inside the house to boom boom my wife because I was looking at what? At a woman. I'm a decent prophet. Muslims, they say to us that Islam teach us decency. Decency. A Muslim should not look to a woman she is not his. But you can go and flirt with your own son, wife in her house like the Prophet did. Or if a woman, she walk in the front of your door, you can stare at her ass. Hey, Muslims, is it normal for a man to get so horny so fast just because of women walking by? I mean, what happened exactly? What he was thinking. He saw a woman. Look how the Muslim, they present the story for you. He saw a woman. What the heck? You cannot take Muhammad to the mall. You take Muhammad to the mall. If you take Muhammad to the beach, what will happen? If this is what happened to him because a woman wearing burqa walk by, what will happen to Muhammad if he see women wearing bikini or zurkini? Or you take him to the naked beach. He was a decent man. So, brothers and sisters, going back to the topic. Why the Prophet, he married Aisha in such a young age? The answer, only Allah knows. What else? There's more to come.
What does it mean? What is wahi?
What wahi?
The Prophet ﷺ never went around looking at women and select this one or select that one or say, yo, check this out. Tell that girl I like to marry him or marry her.
The Muslims, hey, I mean, look at the heck. This stupid idiot, they are asking you why he is marrying a child. You tell them that Allah told him to marry a child. And that because the Prophet is a decent man. Let us go to different Abdul. Here Abdul Asim, may Allah bless him. He is going to explain to you what happened.
Non-believers mostly ask this question: why did your Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam marry Aisha when she was just a child? How do we respond to them?
Yeah, take a slip, man. This is need a big slip. If I am you, I will drink a barrel. Okay, let's see after he drank the liquid, which is camel urine, what the answer will be. I mean, I never heard of a prophet, he advised his followers to drink camel urine and he forbid wine. And why Muslims, they don't sell product in the street everywhere instead of Pepsi Cola, camel urine? I mean, why you are following the kuffar? Pepsi Cola, 7-Up. The other day I talked to one of my cousins in the Middle East. They told me he have an infection. I said, what? He said he walked 7 steps and he jumped. I said, why? He said he drank 7-Up. You see what the kuffar did to us, brother? Okay. So what is the reason the Prophet, he married Aisha, and how you can answer those kuffar?
First of all, you do not have to respond to every question that you're asked.
Bingo. I mean, how easy? The other sheikh, he says, this is very easy question. Allah knows best. This guy, he is solving it. You don't have to respond, Mr. James Bond. Like what? How we can solve it? So the kuffar, they are asking us, why the Prophet, he married a child? How we help the Muslim to answer them? Listen carefully. Listen, this is the high IQ is dripping, you know, is dripping. You know, you hear about somebody is leaking, like you have your car leaking oil. I mean, the Abdul, they are leaking wisdom. Okay.
First of all, you do not have to respond to every question that you're asked.
Exactly, brother.
If someone asks you an inappropriate question,
it is inappropriate question. It is inappropriate question. It's not the Prophet marrying a child is inappropriate act for a man who claimed to be wise from God, a prophet. No, no, no. The question is appropriate. That's deep. That's deep. So, you know, if the police, they arrest a man for he is molesting a child, the judge will ask him, why you are molesting this child? This Abdul will answer, this is appropriate question, and I'm not willing to answer.
Would you answer him?
No.
So if someone asks you about a previous sin, did you ever try champagne?
Did you? Abdul, how come you are expert with champagne, but you never tried one? That's when you tried it. Ah, now you're protecting yourself from the future. So if somebody asks you, did you ever drink champagne? You will say to him, instead of being honest and say yes, you say, yeah, well, this is an appropriate question.
Have you ever gone out with a woman and fornicated? And you say, oh, astaghfirullah, I can't lie. Okay, yes, I did. Or no, I didn't.
So he's telling him, you should not say that. You should not tell the truth. You know, you should not. Listen carefully.
No, you don't answer such questions.
You don't.
Now, if the person asking this question is someone who's objective, who's fair, who's just, who's interested in learning about Islam, no problem in answering him.
So what is this lecturer all for? Just tell us, man, why Muhammad married Aisha at the young age? I mean, the man, he won the answer. As long you are going to answer, give us the answer. Even if the guy is trying to ask question to make fun of Muhammad, at least give him the answer. Shut him up. So what is the answer?
If he is someone who's just trying to tarnish the reputation of Islam, trying to cast doubts in your mind,
avoid him. But Abdul, if we don't answer the guy, the Muslim himself, he will have a doubt. The ostrich method will not work. You put your head in the sand and you think nobody can see you, and then the wolf, he'll snatch your neck. What kind of advice is? Don't you want to save the guy? So what is the answer? Why the Prophet, he married a child?
Avoid him and do not pay any attention to him. But seriously, Sheikh.
Seriously, Sheikh. Now we are going to get into the butter and the cheese. Please, time to get some bread. Time to get some bread, okay? But seriously, Sheikh. Seriously. Okay, what seriously what? Are you going to start now? So you were not serious before? Now you are serious, sir?
But seriously, Sheikh. Come on.
Come on.
Why did the Prophet, when he was like 53 years of age, marry a child of 9 years of age?
Liar. She was 6, you idiot. What 9? What the heck? She was 6. Actually, there's a hadith. Anyone remember the hadith? Let us see how many of you save the reference. Do you remember the hadith I just showed you a few days ago? That the mother of Aisha, she was feeding her cucumber and palm dates so she can get a little bit bigger before she delivered her to the house of Muhammad. Who have the hadith? Let us see how many of you is saving reference. Is it true that Aisha, she said that her mother, she started pushing in her mouth a lot of a cucumber and palm date so she can get bigger so the Prophet can have her? Who remember the hadith? What kind of religion this religion is? The mother, she was pushing cucumber and palm date. You know, like when you want to, the Muslims, before the Ramadan, the end of Ramadan, or the second occasion, they start feeding their animals a lot so they can get fatter faster, and especially the day before they take them to sale, so they can weigh them with the food in their belly. You know, they cheat. So now Muhammad, he is going to take his wife. The delivery is coming from Amazon. So the Prophet, you know, peace be upon him, you know, he married a child, and obviously she is so little. And then the mother, she need to send Aisha. It's time for the Adha, the slaughter day for the sheep, little child being sent to be slaughtered by the beast Muhammad. My mother, who is talking, Aisha, is it a Sahih Hadith? It is Sahih Hadith. Oh, Sheikh Ketchup, he will say, this is not Sahih. Isn't it you who accept even Al-Albani, you coward, Ketchup boy? It's Sahih. That's what it says. My mother, who's talking, Aisha, intended to make me gain weight. Okay, wait. What do you mean, intended to make me gain weight? Huh? Ah, man. It is about weight, brother. You know, I never thought that a cucumber can make women grow faster. And now, all those ladies who they are in the chat, they will consider seriously not to eat a cucumber no more. Hey, Abdul, is it true that if somebody eats a cucumber, he grows so fast? So like Aisha, she put a cucumber in her mouth, and then like she get bigger right away? And how many cucumber, you know, even the name in English is very cucumber. What the heck is that? Let us call it cumber. I like it more cumber. Cumberine. Cumberino. This is like Italiano. Hey, Tony, can you bring me some cumberino? You know, that is even better, you know. And Tony, he's busy. He says, let me wait, and I'm shooting the guy. Hey, Tony, what do you think about Aisha saying that her mother, she was feeding her cucumberino? Tony, he will say, tell her she never heard of the pezzino and pepperoni. So the mother of Aisha, she is stuffing the throat of Aisha by cucumber and fresh date. Then I gain as much weight as she desired. Look at the poor kid, what she is telling us. Sit down here, Aisha. I want you to eat all those cucumber today, okay? And all those palm date. Mom, this is too much. And since when you feed me so good? I'm so skinny. Eat, Aisha, we have to ship you soon, you know? Oh, boy. The Prophet is so good, man. Now, how many of you saved those references, the one I showed you on the screen? Because later you will say to me, Christian Brands, where is this reference? I'm going to ignore you. Don't send me emails in Patreon. I receive emails from Patreon, even about the same video. I just posted the reference and they email me, Christian Brands, can you give me the reference for you, the one you said in the video? You just eat it. I just posted in the video. Go there, click in the link. And in case you do not know how to find reference, you just type in Prophet Google peace upon him. Use like this. Here we go. Reuse here. She desired to benefit me till she gave me a cucumber with a fresh date to eat. Type that in Google, you'll find the hate right away. Just type a sentence as it is. By the way, at the end of our episode, we will give all the little ones here cucumber, so you can be mature and you become older, and then you can watch adult movies. I never know that cucumber is so powerful like this. Unbelievable. Me. Italian cucumber, it's called Sertarello. Like, you know what? I will stay with the cucumber for now, because that will take me a year to learn how to say it. So look with me, brother. Why the Prophet he married Aisha? Why?
Why did the Prophet ﷺ, when he was like 53 years of age, marry a child of 9 years of age? This is unheard of. Wait.
Wait.
And don't fall into Satan's trap.
Don't.
Gather information, do your homework, make a research to understand the circumstances.
Yeah, at that time, there was a lot of a cucumber, not like now. So what you need to do, if you have a daughter, she is 2 days old, give her cucumber. For the coming 60 days, she will become 18. You need to research. Just research. Wait. Don't come to a conclusion so fast. Let us say you have a child. You know, your wife, she gave birth yesterday. Huh? And you want your daughter to get married next month. So what do? You give her a cucumber. She chew it. Non-stop. In less than 60 days, your daughter, she will be 6 foot tall. Like a cucumber. And she will be green. Unbelievable. True story. So what? Search and study what?
To understand the circumstances. Then you can answer this, inshallah, with clarity and transparency.
I love his transparency. I love transparency, especially when the Prophet, he says that your women in the heaven, they will wear 70 dress and they are transparent. And not only their dress is transparent, brother, even you will see the marrow of their bones. What the heck? We will see the marrow of their bones. Thank God I don't have a dog here. What the heck? We will see the marrow of their bones, brother. Look at this. The Prophet, he says, I swear by Allah. You see, the Prophet, he don't lie when he swear, by the way. He lie all the time, but when he swear, he's telling the truth. Like, it's time to be serious now. Okay? He says, you will have 2 wives from the Houris who will be so beautiful, so pure, and so transparent. Like, do you see how the word hit my brain when he said, I like transparency? They will be so transparent that the marrow of their bones, of their legs, will be seen through the bones and the flesh. Who can beat that? I mean, it's time to be transparent. And those who say to you that the Prophet is not a prophet, well, how you explain to me such a beautiful image that now you are in heaven and I don't know. You see, it's embarrassing. I should not show you this. This is an X-ray I took to one of my wives, you know, when she was going to the mall. Hold on. Brother, don't we understand how beautiful that will be? And in case you do not know, now in the heaven of Allah, your wife, she cannot hide in her purse anything. The credit card, you see it. The hamburger from your refrigerator, you see it. Anything she eat, you see it in her stomach. All this is over. Women, you are history. We will see everything you are hiding. Like, you know, in the Middle East, women, they hide money in their bra. Good luck with that. We will see everything. Everything in details, even your poo-poo. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Women, they will be transparent. Why? Is that like how to make them beautiful? Does that make women really beautiful if they are transparent? I mean, you Muslims get excited to see bones? Bony? Bony, you guys are bony, man, like, you know? Now I know why they call it the bony M. Yeah, when I was like a very young, I used to listen to an American team. It's called Boney M. Boney M. You know, Daddy Cool, Abdul. You know, yeah. Look at this. Actually, if I don't know, because some of you until now are not able to observe the beauty. I don't blame you because you are a kuffar. You are blind. You cannot see. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That's deep. That's alone. I don't want to test your patient and how much. I hope none of you will get excited now, men, especially men. What the heck is that? So imagine now you are in heaven and your wife is a transparent. And this is Aisha. She is 6 years old. And she is trying to tempt you. Look at this. What are you doing? I mean, come on. At least say there's single men here. God forgive me, please, because I'm getting tempted now. What the heck is that? This is too much. By the way, what happened to the breast? They are gone. Look like the X-ray. So Prophet Muhammad, you promised us in the Quran, women, they have big breasts, but now we cannot see them no more. They are transparent. So Prophet Muhammad, are you sure we will see the marrow of their bones? I mean, aren't you exaggerating? Look here. This woman, she put her hand in front of her private part. Look how decent she is. And now I can see the breast. Look at the breast, how man, this is it. Look at this position. Oh boy. This position alone is something. So the Prophet, he promised us, women who they are transparent, we can see their bones. And now you Shaky, you are telling us we should be transparent, you know? I like transparent. Transparent, trans grandfather, transgender. What about transgender? So let us be serious now. Come on, it's time to be serious. What is the video of this guy? What is the video? Hold on, let's go back. Hey, people who they are here, be honest with me. Isn't it this is the best comedy you can see ever in any TV station? It is a comedy of education, which is the best about it. You die laughing, and soon your wives will send me flowers saying to me, thank you. Because of you, I get rid of my husband. He died on the table laughing at what you were saying. And now I can exchange him. Thanks to Allah. So, Sheikh, continue, please. Let us be serious now. Okay.
Make a research to understand the circumstances. Then you can answer this, inshallah, with clarity and transparency. First of all, the Prophet was 53 years of age when he married Aisha. Was he married before that?
And what this have to do with answer why he married a child? Was he married before that? Yeah. And?
Yes.
Yes.
He was married when he was 25 years of age. For a quarter of a century, he married a woman who was 15 years older than him. So he married a woman of 40 when he was 25.
Okay.
And remained married to her until she died when she was 65 years of age. This isn't the track record of a womanizer.
This is not the track record, but you fail to tell us why he married an older woman, because she is rich. And if he decides to get rid of her, he will lose all the money. He will be homeless, potato. And this is your Prophet. He was asking a Muslim man, why you marry a widow? Why you don't marry a little child so you can enjoy her saliva? Or you play with her, or you sport with her. So obviously your prophet, he don't like to marry widows. If this is the advice of Muhammad for a Muslim man, and this is after the death of Khadija, now we understand why Muhammad married Khadija. Obviously he don't like widows. He don't like even women. He like children's. He is a pedophile. So the Muslim man here, his name is Jabir. He married, and Muhammad, he asked him. The story is long, depending on where the story is written. So the guy was in a rush to go home. So Muhammad, he says to him, why you are in a rush? He said, well, I am married now. I get married. I want to see my wife. He said, oh, you are married now. Did you marry a widow or a previously married woman or a child? A Muslim, he can say to you, well, where it says the word child, he is lying to you. Where it says that? It's in front of you. He said here, my brother, he died, and he left 9 or 7 daughters behind him. Therefore, I did not approve the idea that I should bring a girl to like them. They are orphans. The word orphan doesn't go for someone she is mature. The word orphan goes for someone she is a kid. If you are 18 years old, you don't say I'm an orphan. You are not orphan no more. You can work, you can make living. Orphan is someone is dependent in somebody else. He cannot make living. He's a child. So Muhammad is asking the guy to go and get a child, a girl in their age. The man, he said, well, I prefer to marry a woman. And I did not approve marrying someone in their age, a girl like them. And this is again Sahih. So now we understand that Muhammad, he don't like women who they are previously married or widows. And this is the case of Khadija. Khadija, she have 2 husbands before Muhammad. She killed them. And she took their money. She's a black widow. And then when Muhammad married Khadija, Khadija and Muhammad, they made a feast to the father, because the father of Muhammad, sorry, the father of Khadija did not accept Muhammad, for he is coming from a very savage, low-class family. So what Khadija and Muhammad, they did, they made the father of Khadija drunk. And let me show you the reference. So you don't say we're making things up. Let us see. Let us read together and laugh at the ethical prophet who go after children and advise his men to go and have sex with the children and not to marry women. And read together. And now what the Muslim, they will say? For sure, they will say, this is daif, brother. This is daif, brother. Islam is daif, we have to say so. Okay. تاريخ الإسلام الإمام الذهبي, volume number 1, page number 65. قال أحمد في مسنده Imam Ahmad, he said in his book, the story of Khadija, how her father used to refuse to marry her, which means to Muhammad. And then she made food and drink and she invited her father and other groups of Quraysh, like some visitors. They invited people. Then they ate in her house, and they drank in their house until they become so drunk. And then she said to her father, Muhammad is asking to marry me. Marry me to him. The guy is a drunk. We don't know what he's saying. We don't know what he said. Then she took off his clothes. And I'm sure Muhammad was helping her, because I don't think, unless she is really strong woman, she took off the clothes of her father, and she dressed him with the new clothing which people dress when they have an occasion, which is normal, even now. When you go to a wedding, you don't wear the same clothes you go to do shopping in Walmart. So to fool him, to make him believe that last night we have a wedding party, this filthy woman, she made her father, sorry. Let's go use Google Translation. Hold on, give me Google Translation. All right. She made her father believe that he married her, Muhammad, yesterday, and last night, it was the wedding party. This is why they are drinking. And when the father, he woke up, he said to herself, why am wearing this clothes? She said to him, oh, you forgot? Yesterday, you drunk, and yesterday, you married me to Muhammad. And then he said, I will never marry you to the orphan of Abu Talib. The guy is an orphan. His family are very poor, and they have nothing. This doesn't make him bad, by the way, being an orphan, absolutely not. Or being poor. Actually, God said, bless the poor, right? But obviously this man, he have no ethic. Even his first marriage is based on a fraud and based on drinking alcohol. Then the father, he said, I will not marry you to an orphan. Not in my life. The translation is funny here. Not in my life, which means not as I am alive, I will never allow that to happen. She said, aren't you ashamed? You want people to laugh at you, that you are a fool? Do you want me to tell the people of Quraysh that you were drunk? So even Khadija, she was filthy, same as Muhammad, and she is blackmailing her father. And this is a story mentioned in many places. We can go to Musnad Ahmad or Musnad Abdullah ibn Abbas. And let me pause the reference for you, which is the same. Musnad al-Imam Ahmad, volume number 1, page number 312. Hadith number 242846. And let me post the link for you so you guys can save it in your reference. So this is Muhammad. He's a filthy man. For the sake of marrying a woman, her family is not approving him. He used alcohol, which Muslim they claim that Islam is against alcohol. How many times we heard Muslims saying alcohol from shaitan? Even the Quran says so. But you will notice, I have a video actually, it's called How Alcohol Helped Muhammad to Become a Prophet. Because if he did not marry Khadija, he would not have the money to start. He would not have the respect of people to listen to him. He was nobody. From a bad, savage family. The Muslims, they claim that Muhammad came from a great family, an honorable family. As you see, I mean, the woman, she is married to 2 husbands before, and she have a truck full of kids from previous marriage, and still the father don't want to marry Muhammad to this man, to this woman. So why, if Muhammad is from a good family, why they are refusing? You know what I mean? If Muhammad coming from a noble family, why the father of Khadija? Khadija is a woman. She is already, she married 2 men before. She's way older than Muhammad. And she have a truck full of kids. Who is going to marry this woman? Nobody. So why Muhammad he married her? Because she is very rich. She was the richest woman in Quraysh. And the Muslims agree that even Muhammad was working for her. And how they get married? By alcohol. thanks to champagne and whiskey. If not the whiskey, Muhammad will not be a prophet today. Do we have any Muslim have any disagreement with what we showed you? As you see, everything we say, we show on the screen. By the way, one of the Muhammadan, she said that in California, there is no age of marriage in California, in order to justify what Muhammad did. No age of marriage. The fact they are liars. Always check what they say. The age of marriage in California is 18. Otherwise, you will be charged with rape. If you do so, if you go with a girl, she is 17 and a half. 17, a day less than the age of 18, completing 18, you are going to charge of a case of rape or sex with minor, and that punishment can go up to 15 to 20 years in jail. They lie when they make their videos. In California, it's there's no age, brother. You are a liar, a fraud, like your prophet. So, as you see, the Muhammadan, they are trying their best to duct tape their prophet. But the duct tape is not working because of us. And people are really disgusted of such a garbage cult. Garbage in, garbage out. So this man here, he is trying to say to you, well, Muhammad, if he is after the children's, why he marry Khadija? She was way older and he stayed with her all this time. You will notice right away when Khadija, she died, Muhammad started jumping from a woman to a woman to a woman, to the point he made verses in the Quran saying any woman she can offer herself to the prophet to effort. This is in the top of his wives. Any woman she can offer herself to the prophet to be effed by the prophet. Offered herself. You see, the prophet, he's not a womanizer. We just showed you the hadith. The prophet, a woman walking by, he went to his wife and he jumped on her. What kind of a man he is? And why he was looking to the point he gets so horny. And here you see, he made verses saying all of those women, they are lawful for you to have them. In the top of that, this is an exclusively for you, Muhammad. Exclusive. All of us, we like to go on vacation exclusive. All is inclusive, huh? So imagine you go on vacation and the hotel, this says in the brochure, and any believing women, she offer herself to you in the hotel room. All exclusive. This is only for you, Prophet. Only for you. You see, what does this have to do with God? Why God? Why God? And look, they lie here. They say, to the prophet, he have desire to marry her. Where is the word married? It says to if her. The word yankah. It's not even yankah. Yastankihuha. It's a continuous verb. ing, if in her. And why this is a privilege only for the prophet? All those women, privilege for the prophet. Any woman she want to offer herself. And then women who don't look good and old, with my respect to all people, they start offering themselves to Muhammad. Muhammad, he said to himself, what I did. Look at those women. I want the young one like Aisha. Not those. So he made a verse right away after it. He says, Allah told me that you may differ any of you them you wish, and you may receive any of them as you wish. This is a religion? And they are trying to say to us that Muhammad is not a womanizer. In fact, what the word womanizer mean? I mean, this guy is a filthy beast. Already you have 13 women in the bedrooms, and you have tons of slaves, sex slaves. In the top of that, even you want to sleep with married women, Al-Qurtubi says, any believing woman, the Prophet, his eyes fall into her. Her husband must divorce her immediately. Immediately. My friend, Wahiduz, the one is a coward, is the one who asked Ali to sleep in his bed so he can run from Quraysh. Do you want me to show you the story? Have you ever heard of a hero? He asked a child to sleep in his bed, so supposedly his enemy will go inside the room and kill the child so he can run away? Who is the coward? This is not a behavior of a person. He have little dignity. A hero, he saved children. He don't ask them to die for his sake. This is your prophet stories, according to you. So who is the coward? All phone calls are fake? Okay. I just received a phone call. Hold on. Ta-da-dun, ta-da-dun. Ta-da-dun, ta-da-dun. Ta-da-dun, ta-da-dun. Listen, Prince. Let me introduce myself for you. Hey, Zakir Naik, I know your voice, man. You do not need to introduce yourself. First of all, I am not the real Zakir Naik. And it's a fake call. So why you are calling me? It's a fake call. I want to prove to everybody that Zakir Naik is not Zakir Naik. What the heck? So you are calling me to tell me that you are not Zakir Naik? Listen, Prince, I am Zakir Naik. Okay. And I want to tell everybody that I'm not Zakir Naik. Zakura, listen, I'm really confused now. So is this a real call or this is a fake call? Listen, Prince, all your call is fabricated. What about your call? It's fabricated. So you are not Zakir Naik? Listen, Prince, I just told you I'm Zakir Naik. What the heck is that? So are you Zakir Naik or not? Listen, Prince, first of all, I want to show you that you are lying. The Prophet, when he had sex with Aisha, she was big and so huge. And the reason for that, what is the reason? She used to eat a cucumber. What the heck? If you open Sunan Ibn Abud, hadith number 2903, you will see that the mother of may Allah bless her, Aisha, she was feeding her with a cucumber until she gained weight. And then she shifted by Amazon to Prophet Muhammad. Your Prophet, he have a prime Amazon? The Prophet have a prime, he have an extra prime, he have all the prime in the world. Because he's the prime prophet. Because he's a prime prophet. And do you think she ate a prime cucumber? Oh boy. Prime cucumber. You will believe it or not. Those Abdul in the comment section, they write down. Brothers, sisters, this is not the true Zakir Naik. I mean, you stupid low IQ. Don't you know really I'm the man making the voice? I mean, those people are so confused to the point. Man, is that Zakir Naik? No, man. He sounds like Zakir Naik. They accuse me that I am lying and this is not the true. Can you believe it? Brother and sister, I swear by Allah, this is not the true Zakir Naik. He sounds like Zakir Naik, but this is not Zakir Naik. Genius religion and genius followers, and the IQ is dripping like butter and cheese. Say cheese. Okay. Now we go back here. Let us go to different. Let us go back to this guy, the poor Mufti Layth is trying to save the problem with Sheikh Shabir Ali. Shabir Ali is a thinker, by the way. He thinks a lot, to the point he closes his eyes when he is thinking. And the second he opened his mouth, he said, okay,
Any of those categories. In fact, if anything, she would just be another burden. It's like the Prophet has young children at home. Now he's just brought another child and put a child at home. Who's going to take care of the children whilst he's trying to earn a living and trying to do all of these things? This hadith really, brought the message home for me that, wait a minute, this doesn't... whereas it makes sense having a partner, somebody who could actually help you in these categories of life.
I mean, there's a reasonable observation here that when the Prophet ﷺ was getting married, it does not make sense that he would be marrying a girl who would have been younger than his daughters at the time. And of course, his daughters were young enough to need a motherly care. And Sauda would have fulfilled that by virtue of her age to marry Aisha, who would have been so young as described in the hadith, would not seem to serve any reasonable purpose at that time.
Yeah, and the fact that...
See, guys, do you agree? It doesn't serve any purpose at that time. I agree, it doesn't serve any purpose. So two poor Muslims, they are crying, why in the world the Prophet, he married this child? And they are trying to fix it. And her mother, she was giving her a lot of a cucumber to make her bigger and fat. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Anyone? I like Shabir Ali. Shabir Ali is the only one who say he have different ignition. Like Zakir Naik, he's a brother, you know, this is his ignition. Shabir Ali, he have different ignition. But he cannot even talk before saying those, you know, like he go mute and then he talk again and then he want to start. So each one of them he have his own ignition. And all the keys is with the Christian prince. Now, who is a Muslim? Would like to call me? I can open Skype for you. And tell me why your prophet married Aisha at the age of 6 years old. And as you see, the Muslim is really upset because she don't serve any age or purpose. I mean, what is the purpose?
It could have helped him in the sense of the da'wah, in preaching and going forth and serving like being a backbone to the Prophet, the way Khadija was, radiallahu anha. Now, it could have helped him with intimacy and just having somebody to be intimate with and being close with. Now, if the proposition that Aisha at this time was a 6-year-old child is absurd, because I mean, she could not fulfill a child at the age of 6. I mean,
what are you talking about? Aisha, she have a huge boobs at that age, my friend. What are you talking about? Let me prove it to you. Do you know even that there is a guy, he asked for the hand of Aisha before Muhammad? Brother? Yes, she was engaged. She was dating when she was 4. Aisha, she was very horny in very early age.
Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Muhammad.
Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Muhammad.
This is the track record of a decent man.
Right, a decent man.
In the prime of his youth, being satisfied and content with an older woman for 25 years, definitely this man is a decent person.
Wow.
Okay, Sheikh, but again, why did he marry this?
Okay, Sheikh, but again, we go back to zero. You see how this guy is I mean, I already dumb. Again, so, but again, why the Prophet, he married a child again? Why? Huh? Why?
Child. After she died, that is Khadija, may Allah be pleased with her, he married a woman his age, Sauda bin Zam'a. She was also 50+ years of age. Because she was a widowed and she was alone, and he wanted to console her by marrying her.
Cancel her by marrying her. Figures who like to cancel with me. Look at the Prophet, he canceled, you know, this is his consultation. He married a woman to cancel with her. The story of Sauda bint Dam'a, you idiot. Her husband was killed because of Muhammad. And Muhammad, I believe, he sent the man to die so he can have the wife, as usual. And then Sauda bint Dam'a, when Muhammad get older, and she got older, Muhammad, he stopped having sex with her. And let us see the hadith. Even there is a verse in the Quran about it. And then he forced her. He threatened, I'm going to divorce you. So Aisha, she convinced Muhammad that let us switch the day. The day you used to give to Sauda to F her, I will have it. And this was an agreement between Aisha and Sauda. So Sauda, she will not be homeless. So look at this evil man. This woman, she served him for many years. And now because she became older, and the hadith says she became heavier, Muhammad, he refused to sleep with her no more. He refused even to come to her house. And they say to you that the Prophet was fair with his wives. Is it fair not to sleep with the women? Is it fair to go sleep with the young Aisha and the women who serve you for many years? You don't even go to her house. You don't even talk to her. You even threat to divorce her. And this is here, tons of stories about her. And actually, Sauda Bidama have a history. Because of her ass, the chapter of the hijab came down. It was made by Umar, as you see the story here in front of us. See what Muhammad did to his wives? She got older, he dumped her. And now he's having fun with the teenager or little kid. At that time, Aisha, she is a teenager. What kind of a prophet this prophet is? Read carefully here this hadith. And this is Sahih. Muslims, you know, all what you say, you're trying to divert us from our topic. We laugh at you, and you have nothing to say. If you are a man, call me in Skype. We will laugh at you, and you can post for me Ezekiel from now until next year, and I will get you the same size you are looking for. Look at this. Never did I find any woman more loving to me than Sauda. Who's saying Aisha? So Sauda is a good woman. Okay. Is she loving? Let us see what's happening. I wish I could be exactly like her, who was passionate. As she became old, she had made over her day, which she had to spend with Allah Messenger. Aisha, she said, I have made over my day with you to Aisha. So Allah Messenger allotted 2 days to Aisha. But look at the fast translation we see in front of us in English. And look at the translation in Arabic, or the word in Arabic. In Arabic, actually here it says, as she become old. She become what? Old. Is it really, this was her idea to give her day to Aisha, or she been forced to? She was been forced to. Because she heard the news that Muhammad is going to divorce her and throw her like a goat in the street. Let us show you some reference. As you know, we don't like to say things. Just to show you how they lie. Duct tape cult. Duct tape cult. Let us see. Actually, some hadith says that even he divorced her. He threw her out already. Let's see if we can find the reference in English. If not, if not, we will show the Arabic one. Okay, look like this one is not here. Let's see this one. I have the reference in front of me actually, but I wanna use a website can be used as a reference for you, not just a quotation. Let us see this one here. Let's see if we can find this one in English first. You see, like, you know, our work, my work, it's really, it's not easy because I try to help you with the English reference because you don't speak Arabic. Here we go. Read with me. This is I just found you something in English. That will help. In the authority of his father, etc., that Aisha said, "Oh, my nephew, the Messenger of Allah did not prefer one of us to the other in respect of his division of the time of his staying with us. It was very rare that he did not visit us any day, i.e., visited all of us every day." Now, this is Aisha saying that. We can show you reference that the story is different. Even Muhammad, he stopped going to some certain women, like Sauda. Actually, here the story in front of us, it says, he would come near each of his wives without having intercourse with her until he reached the one who had her day and passed his night with her. When Sauda, daughter of Zam'a, became old and feared that the Messenger of Allah would divorce her, she said, see, she is not giving her day because she don't want to be his wife no more. She feared the divorce, and divorce means she will be homeless. This woman is very old now. She needs food, she needs support. So if she got divorced, she will lose her slaves, the one he gave her to serve her. She will lose her house. She will lose everything. So she said to the Messenger of Allah, I give to Aisha the day you visit me. The Messenger of Allah accepted that. And this is the verse in the Quran, chapter 4, verse 128. The verse saying that if a wife fear cruelty, or distortion in her husband, they can come to an agreement, and this was the agreement. So imagine, even the God of Islam, he made a verse about it. Different hadith says that the Prophet of Allah, he told Sauda, I'm going to divorce you. Because you need to ask yourself why she feared this divorce. How she learned that he might divorce her. In fact, he said to her, get ready, I'm going to get rid of you. So she said to him, don't divorce me. Let me stay. And this is the Imam al-Baghawi, and he is the master of all those dummies, like Ibn Kathir, etc. Tafsir al-Nisa, verse number 128. And this is for those who speak Arabic. They knew how to read Arabic. You can read. So here it says, let us see, where is it says that he decided to divorce her. Here we go. So at the end here she said, in the last 3 lines, that when she became an old woman, and the Prophet, he wanted to divorce her. She said to him, don't divorce me. Please, let me stay. And I can give my time to Aisha. She knew that Aisha is his weakness. He liked to F Aisha more than the others, because she is the little child. And then Aisha, she convinced him, yeah, because Aisha, she don't like Muhammad, by the way, but because she liked the gifts. All the gifts, they come to the house of Aisha. So when Aisha, she would have 2 days, that's mean double money. And let us show you the reference. And this here, let us actually first do Google translation. I will post the link for you. As you see, she said to him, please don't divorce me. Don't. He wanted to separate with her, divorce her. To who? To Sauda, with Sauda. So she said to him, please don't divorce me. Translation is not very accurate, but it's okay, you know. And why he don't want to be with her no more? Because she is an old woman. Old. She became older. And Muhammad is not interested no more. So, you know, a woman in Islam is like a car. And who is going to drive an old car if he have a new car? She's an old woman. Sauda was an old woman. And the Prophet wanted to separate from her. She said to him, please don't divorce me. I will give my day to Sauda. Let me post the link for you. Give me a second. And this is Tafsir al-Baghawi. And this is the reference here. Tafsir al-Baghawi, chapter of the women, verse number 128. And you know, mentioning the chapter of the women, we can go to mention to you that not only Muhammad, he can marry children and have sex with them. In fact, the Quran confirmed that all Muslim men, they can do that. This is why they marry children until now everywhere in the Middle East. Now, for sure, some countries now, they don't follow Sharia law, and because it's an embarrassment. But if you go to chapter 65 in the Quran, there's a verse, the chapter of the divorce. And that chapter, verse number 4, is speaking about divorcing young girls who they never have their menstruation. They did not have menstruation because of their young age. And now we are divorcing them. So some liars, they say to you that Aisha, she was in the age of menstruation when she got the Prophet to marry her. But this is absolutely false. We can go to the hadith. Let me show you the reference. That Aisha, first let me post this link for you, please. Hold on. I forgot. This is the link about Tafsir al-Baghawi, that he divorced, he wanted to divorce Sauda. And we go here. I just posted the link for you. Give me a second. Many Muslim lie about Aisha. She reached the age of puberty. There's videos of Mimi Hijab, Ali Dawa, the turtle voice, all of them. But this is their books confirming that Aisha, she never reach the age of puberty even many years after the marriage, even when she become over 14. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 6130. I used to play with the dolls. The wife, she is playing with the dolls. The wife, now she is in his house. I mean, do you see, they say to you, she is mature, she is ready for marriage, she have, it's not just the age, brother. The wife, she is playing with the dolls. That is telling us a lot. In the presence of the Prophet. So the husband is watching his wife playing with the dolls. And he is not asking why in the world my wife is doing that. Why? Because she knew she is a child. Even there's hadith is saying that the Prophet, he used to carry her in his shoulder. The Prophet, he carried his wife in his shoulder to watch the kids playing. And there's many hadith about little kids coming to play with Aisha. And when they see the Prophet, they hide. And my girlfriend used to play with me. This is her age. When the Messenger of Allah used to enter the dwelling, they used to hide themselves. What? This is religion? The wife, she have little girlfriends. And all of them, they are playing with the dolls. Now the beast Muhammad, the husband, he entered the house. The little girls, they hide. Either because they are shy or they are afraid he will molest them. But the Prophet would call them to join to play with me. Guys, is it in front of you? Is this me saying that? Playing with the dolls. And this is many years after his marriage. And then the Muslims, they explain to you, playing with dolls, isn't it playing with the images is forbidden because doll is an image. They say to you, the reason she was allowed to do that, because she was a little girl and she did not reach the age of a puberty yet. Do you see it? And this is the reference in front of you. They love to lie in order to cover the leaking ass of Muhammad. And then they come to us and say, hey, okay, what is the age of Mary when she got married, brother? Mary, she gave birth to Jesus, you idiot, without husband. So obviously she is a woman already, because a child cannot give a child birth. A child cannot give a birth to a child. She will die. She cannot conceive. And you, Quran, you stupid, agree that Mary, she never been touched by a man, chapter 19. This is who is Muhammad. And this is the truth, and the ugly truth is there. And they try to cover it because obviously they are ashamed of their prophet. This is a great sign, by the way. When you see somebody trying to hide what his belief is about, that means he himself is ashamed of it. Shame is Muhammad, and Muhammad is shame. Anyone have a question? I have a request to the admins. Don't post from now on any link to any channel, even if they are a Christian channel. Because I receive a complaint that you guys posting links for other people, and they are saying the opposite. We try not to divide the Christians. So I don't want you to post any website, any link to anyone. It doesn't matter he's your friend or not. It doesn't matter I know him or not. Don't post. I don't recommend anyone. And if I want to recommend, I will recommend myself. Go to this channel. And I want you to remember one thing. When a Muslim, he leave Islam in here, I will not accept anyone to say, become a Catholic brother, or become an Orthodox brother, or become a Protestant brother. I don't want him to become neither a Catholic or a Protestant or Orthodox. I want him to follow Jesus. If you say those things in the chat, I will block you. Not because Catholic is not good or Protestant not good or no. But we don't care for those things. Who care? We care that we save the Muslim and he is saved by the name of Christ. Where he go, this is his business. So don't volunteer like a turtle, silly, stupid you. Become, the good church is the church, etc. No. The good church is the church who teach him to love everybody, to follow Jesus. For he said, from their fruit you shall know them. It doesn't matter what a church, as long it's a church teach that the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit is one God. That the salvation is only in the hand of Jesus. That the judge over the flesh of all mankind is Jesus. That for everything created by him and for him, that he is coming back, and he was in the cross, and he was resurrected, and he is our Savior. I don't care then what the name of the church is. So anyone will say anything about any name of any sect or denomination, I will block you immediately. Even if you are an admin. I'm warning. Christian Prince, he don't believe in any denomination. You don't need to agree with me. Don't agree. This is your business. Just leave. You don't come to my house and tell me what to say, what not to say. I follow Christ. I follow no bishop. I follow no pope. I follow no priest. I follow no man. I follow Christ the Lord, Yeshua. The one who follow a man, go and follow your man. You will end in hell with him. We follow Christ. Division is from the devil. And anyone will come with his division, we will send you free shipping and handling to Allah. Allah himself in the Quran, he says, Allah will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians. Chapter 5, verse number 14. Therefore, my duty is to fight the hatred of Allah. And the hatred of Allah is going to be spread between the Christians. So if a Christian person, he cannot love his brother in Christ, how you claim that Jesus says love your enemy? Well, you cannot even love your brother in Christ. What kind of Christian you are? You see, when we speak against Islam, we don't teach that we hate Muslims. We will never hate Muslims. Because if we do, we are not following Jesus. And the reason because we don't hate them, we are exposing the false prophet so we can save them. What we do is not because we hate Muslims, but because we love Muslims. And love is not about giving kisses. No, we are men. Talking about myself. This is not love. Kisses and hugs is not what Jesus did. Jesus, he flipped the table on those who they are buying and selling in the front of the temple. They are not even inside the temple. For they made the temple of God a place of business. The Messiah was not nice to the hypocrite. He called them son of serpent. Hypocrite, liars, evil generation. This is what Jesus said. So why Jesus was not nice? Why he was, in the language you say or you claim, rude? Because this is how the truth will come. The truth is not a truth unless you say it as it is. If you are a person who sugarcoat things, you are no Christian. And you do not know Jesus. Right? Look here, we have an answer from Abdullah Asaduddin. This is the lion of religion. The lion of religion, he gave us an answer about why the prophet, he married a child. Let us see why the Prophet, he married a child. Let us put what you said to us, my friend, in the screen, so everybody can enjoy your wisdom and your knowledge. So Mr. Asaduddin, he said, during the Christian Prince, during the period of everyone, that period, everyone married child. Muhammad was not a man surrounded by those ignorant people who was forced to marry Aisha at the age of 6 because of the society around him. What was the age of Aisha, mother? Can you name for me one person around Muhammad? He married a child. Just give me a name. Here we go. I'm waiting for you. Go and search in Google, Prophet Google, peace upon him, and find me the names of those who they are around Muhammad, marrying children in the age of Aisha. Go ahead. Actually, when Muhammad, he came to Aisha to marry her, to ask for her hand, Abu Bakr, he said to him, but you are my brother, which means he was trying to get rid of him. Muhammad, he said to him, you are my brother in religion and she is mine. Let me show you the reference. And actually, the hadith here, thank you for, remind me to speak about this, because that will expose everything the Muhammadan they say, that Aisha, she was not a kid. Read with me this. And I will show it to you from Sahih al-Bukhari. What is the chapter name for this hadith? Maybe in the English section here doesn't say. Let us see. But in Arabic it says, to if a child. So this is the hadith here in English, but it doesn't say in the top the name of the chapter. I guess. You see here they lie in the translation. It says young lady, when the fact it says تزويج الصغار. الصغار is the children's. صغير is the little one. Not young lady. Lady. Actually, she was 6 years old. If you go here, this is Sahih Bukhari in Arabic. باب تزويج الصغار من الكبار. Marriage of the young one, the little one, to the old one. Value number 5. Hadith number, or page number, sorry. 1954. Hadith number 4793. Google translation, peace be upon him. Let us do it. Here we go. See, even Google got you busted. Liars. Marriage of younger children to adult. This is the name of the chapter. And this is the volume, and this is the page number, and this is the hadith number. In the Muslim website, they changed. They said marrying young lady when it is a young child. And let me post the link in for the Arabic hadith as it is from your Islamic website. So as you see, Abu Bakr, he don't want to marry his daughter to Muhammad because she is so young. And he tried to make an excuse. He said, well, you're my brother. He said, no. I am your brother in religion only, and she is mine. He forced him to give her. So nice try, my friend. Anyone else? Now the video became longer than I wanted to make it, but you know, as usual, I like to cover all sides of the story. So if you download the video, and please download it, so later if you want to make a study, you know, you want to have reference, you want to have refutation, you get all the ideas you need, even though I did not really, I can keep going about this and keep showing you reference for the coming year if I want, but you know, for me the purpose is done, and I think we have more than enough reference to prove that Muhammad is a very filthy man. He cannot be a prophet of God. And when the Muslims, they try to fix it, they say, because Allah told him. And not only that, they claim that Allah, he showed him even her pictures in his dream. Can you believe such a pervert excuse? Allah, he showed Muhammad her pictures in the dream. Are you sure? In the dream. I thought pictures is haram. Look, even Allah, he takes selfie. Right? Let me see where this guy, he say that Allah, here we go. Allah, he ordered him to marry her. Listen to this. It's not Muhammad, he is a pervert. Allah, he ordered him. Allah ordered him to marry Zainab. Allah ordered him to marry Khadija. Allah ordered him. The guy he didn't want, he hated.
Why did the Prophet propose, ﷺ? Because Allah ordered him to marry her in a revelation.
See?
And he saw her picture twice.
See?
Brought to him by Jibril.
He saw her picture twice brought to him by Jibril. As if we are talking about the dating of somebody who live overseas. Why he want to give her picture if the girl she live next door? Allah, he sent Jibril with a picture of Aisha and her profile too. Like what? Jibril, he have a cell phone? He say, Muhammad, this is your wife? Any woman Muhammad, he claimed that Allah told him. And now Allah, he sends Jibril. Look how important this man. I mean, this is the creator of the universe. He get what to his office. Hey, Jibril, come here. Yes, sir. I want you to go immediately. And I want you to print a picture of Aisha. And use, no, don't use this printer. This printer is made in America. We boycott America. Use the printer made in China. The laser one. Alhamdulillah. Yes. Print the image of Aisha and send the picture with you and show it to Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad, he was asleep in his house. Who is this? Jibreel. Oh, Jibreel, what are you doing here, man? It's hummus time. I was going to eat hummus. Open the door. Hey, Jibreel, hold on. I don't have my pant on. Hold on. You know, I'm naked. Just wait. You know, zip, zip. Okay, I'm zipping it now. Coming to you. The Prophet, he was shocked. He was not expecting Jibreel to come in this time. Jibreel is coming with surprise. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of the Prophet. If you have a shoes. If you don't have shoes, you know, shoes it. And now, the Prophet is receiving a delivery from Allah. What I can say. Jibreel, he entered the house of Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, because he was so poor, he could not put oil to his door. His door actually sounds like a barn door. Jibreel, he entered the house. And he told Muhammad, close the door. Muhammad, he closed it, the door opened again. Jibreel, he told him, Muhammad, I told you close the door because this is very private. Muhammad, he now put a chain because somebody is opening the door. I think it was genie. So Jibreel, he come to the Prophet and he told him, I have a big sir for you.
Jubair. But when Abu Bakr declined, then the Prophet ﷺ proposed.
This is a guy who engaged to Aisha before Muhammad. His name is Jubair. Take a note.
Why did the Prophet propose, ﷺ? Because Allah ordered him to marry her in a revelation. And he saw her picture twice, brought to him by Jibreel.
You know, I am single. And I want to know why in the world Allah is not sending me images of girls who I can marry. I mean, how lucky this guy. Allah, brother. Allah. Alhamdulillah. Allah, the one who created the... Let me show you the universe, how small it is. And just to show you how... Man, this is so interesting. Okay. Universe. Even the name is weird. Universe. What the heck? Uni? Sound like unicorn. Universe. That's deep. Okay. So, brother, this is the universe. Okay, take a look. Take a look at the universe. So this is the universe, and Allah created the universe. But now Allah, he is busy with something more important. He need to send a bixer for Aisha. And the bixer is very important because the Prophet might go to the door, next door, and get the wrong girl. Like, he told him, this is Aisha, the daughter of Abu Bakr, and still Muhammad, he need a picture. This is how slow he is. I mean, the guy, he have only one daughter. Her name is Aisha. No. We need to give him a picture. The Prophet is so slow, man. So, the God who created the universe, huh? Look at this. What is that? By the way, all of this is a Photoshop. Many people think that NASA, when they post those pictures, are real. Those are not real. This is Photoshop. Honestly, even their website, they say to you. But look, brother, the one who created the universe, he sent a picture of Aisha to Muhammad to tell him, you should marry her. And me, the poor me, I receive emails every day. You've been rude to me. You blocked me in a chat. Why Allah don't send me Jibreel with a picture of a beautiful woman? Her name is Khadija, and she is so rich. Even if she is 20 years older than me, who care? Life is not fair, man. I don't want him to send me a picture of a kid. I am not interested. Look at this. Muhammad is just a man. This is what the Muslims, they say to us. He's a servant of Allah. But Allah is so busy. He tell him, marry this woman, marry this child. The Prophet, he have a problem with his penis. What Allah he do? He send him a dish of shish kebab. I mean, do you see how the God who created the universe, how much he have time for Muhammad penis? Even he go to his kitchen to make shish kebab to the Prophet, and turn to be that the first one who created Viagra is Allah. But it's a shish kebab. And I know many of you now will go and eat shish kebab thinking that that will help him in the bedroom. Good luck. So this is God. God, he sent him a picture. The poor Muhammad, like he don't like Aisha. But Allah told him, man, it's not his fault. What's wrong with you? Muhammad himself is a victim. Actually, I heard that Aisha, she was very evil. And when she was 6 years old, she told Muhammad to go with her in a private room. And then she told him, I have a watch coming from China. It has a light in it. The Prophet could not believe it. He said, no way. She said, I will show you. Let us go to the room. They went inside the room. She closed the door. And then, did I just say she closed the door? Yeah, she did. And then she told him, now let us close the curtain so I can show you the watch. However, I will not show you the watch unless you show me your willy. Prophet was very naive. He is just 54 years old. You have no idea what she's talking about. He said, what willy? She said, the one down the belly. You want me to show you the watch? Show me the willy down the belly. Prophet, he said, what the heck? What is that? She said, there's a little thing there. Huh? It's not working, but it's okay. Just let me see. She closed the windows, she closed the curtain, she closed the door, as you see, and she slammed the door, man. I mean, she was really... She locked it up because she was afraid. She told him, I am afraid that your willy is going to fly. So let us close the windows. And then when she saw the willy, she jumped on the belly, and Muhammad became a victim of rape. So the truth is, brother, Aisha, she was the one who raped Prophet Muhammad. It was not the Prophet who was raping Aisha. And those kuffar, they lied to you. Prophet Muhammad was a very victim of the same act. And they switched the fact upside down because they are kuffar. Christians, what do you expect, huh? They are Christians. They lie all the time. They say Jesus is God. They lie all the time, brother. What do you expect? Huh? And then I don't know what to expect, really. I mean, if I ask the bent, if I ask Shabir Ali will come with different answer, starting with
She couldn't fulfill any of those categories. In fact, if anything, she would just be another burden. It's like the Prophet has young children at home. Now he's just brought another child and put a child at home. Who's going to take care of the children whilst he's trying to earn a living and trying to...
Jibreel, what's wrong with you? Isn't it the story says that after the death of Prophet Muhammad, Jibreel used to come and wash dishes to Fatima? Guys, have you ever heard of an angel wash dishes? Jibreel, he come to the house of Fatima, he washed dishes, he held the broom, he cleaned the floor. Like, what the heck? Why Jibreel don't do that to my house? I mean, let me show you my kitchen. Usually I always clean my dishes, but today I was like, I was really busy, so I did not clean the dishes. Where is Jibreel? I mean, this prophet is really spoiled, man. Jibreel, he come to the house of Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, from his wife, and he cleaned the floor and cleaned the dishes, and he sing songs for her. Where did she get that from? Amazon? What a good deal.
Do all of these things. This hadith really, brought the message home for me that, wait a minute, this doesn't, whereas it makes sense.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Shame on you. What doesn't make sense? I mean, are you a Muslim or what? So this is what happened when a Muslim, he struggled. He opened his books. He find all the poo-poo. And now he tried to get rid of it. And they go and they order all the cleaning supply. And now this video is a cleaning supply video, trying to fix the poo-poo of Muhammad. Unbelievable.
Having a partner, somebody who could actually help you in these categories of life.
I mean, there's a reasonable observation, Sheikh, that when the Prophet ﷺ was getting married, it does not make sense that he would be marrying a girl who would have been younger than his daughters at the time. And of course, his daughters were young enough to need a motherly care. And Sauda would have fulfilled that by virtue of her age to marry Aisha, who would have been so young as described in the hadith, would not seem to serve any reasonable purpose at that time.
Yeah. Okay, so I will leave you with that. And please leave your comment, Abdul. And you are welcome. But as you see, your prophet, everything is wrong about this man. His penis is not working. Allah, he invoked Allah, he sent him a dish of shirk kebab. And then he made his wife father drunk in order to marry her, the first wife, Khadija. What kind of ethic he have? I mean, name for me one thing about this man is not wrong. And then Waraq ibn Nawfal, he died, and the prophet decided to commit suicide. And then the prophet, who is very decent, he see a woman walking down the street, and he go horny to his wife. Obviously, he was looking in a very bad way, because all of us, we see women down the street, but we don't get excited sexually just because we saw a woman down the street. Unless you are thinking about it, you don't get excited. That hadith is very weak. We cannot challenge Allah. What hadith is weak? I saw you Sahih Bukhari, potato. Yes, this hadith is very weak. Al-Bukhari, it's very weak. Al-Bukhari, it's very weak. Al-Bukhari, very weak. Okay, but the mother of Aisha, she used to feed her a cucumber to make her fat before she delivered her to Muhammad because she was little. It's weak. But it's not weak. It's weak. It's not weak. It's weak. Here it says it's sahih. It's weak. It's sahih. It's weak. Weak. What weak? Weak. Weak. Now I know why they call it Wikipedia. Because it's full of Islamic weak hadith. Weak, huh? This is why Sheikh Hamda, he said, those who come with the argument of weak hadith, they have a weak argument. Do you know that? Those who come with the argument of weak hadith, they have a weak argument. Weak hadith is what? Is a weak argument.
Weak hadith is anywhere from a B minus to a D minus. All right? A Hasan hadith is a B to an A minus. And then a Sahih hadith, I'm just using a language you can understand. An A minus is like a Sahih hadith is from an A to an A plus to 100%. Mutawatir is 100%. Al-Bukhari is like 98%, 99%. Muslim and Bukhari, 99%. Sahih Muslim, 97%. So a weak hadith is not thrown out. Just like a professor doesn't throw out a paper that gets a D minus. It didn't flunk. It passed.
It passed. Yeah, Abdul, it passed. And not only that, none of the hadith we showed you, it was weak. All of them, they are sahih. So, but even the weak one, this is the game. You see that was Muhammadan? In order to wash their hand from the poo-poo of their prophet, anything we say to them, they say weak hadith. But as you see, weak hadith, it passed. It did not flunk.
And so when the ulama say it's a weak hadith, it passed. In other words, it's something that cannot be proven to not have been said by the Prophet. The probability that he said it is...
Did you hear? It passed. In other way, this is something cannot be proven that it's not said by the Prophet. It's not said by the Prophet. It cannot be proven that it is not from the Prophet. So you see how they lie to us using the argument of weak hadith? Always you can search for this video. It's called the Hadith Weak, Da'if, Sheikh Hamda Yusuf. You can search for it always. You can download it. So if a Muslim, he come to you with this, post for him this, and let him laugh at himself. Not only it pass, it's a weak argument.
It's far greater than the probability that he didn't say it. So it's called a hadith da'if because the margin of error is greater than in a hasan or a sahih. So how did the ulama deal with that? The ulama dealt with...
So you see here, you know, I really feel sorry for the Muhammadan. You know, they are trying to clean or cleanse the stupidity of their prophet. And because of that, they try, you know, they start jumping, denying all over, whatever, you know, whatever is embarrassment. Whatever is an embarrassment, the Muhammadan, they try to get rid of it.
Is a weak argument. And that is that. Or the hadith that تُعْرَضَ عَلَيَّ أَعْمَالُكُمْ or أَعْمَالُ أُمَّتِي in Al-Bazar, which is a sahih hadith. So the ulama don't reject weak hadith. They don't. And so this argument against the weak hadith is a weak argument.
Did you hear it, Muslims? The argument of weak hadith is a weak argument. This is from the mouth of your sheikh. So stop playing this game with the Christians. You've been exposed. And the smell is all over the place. Right? Mahdi saying that Aisha, she said, I never saw or touched the private part of Muhammad. Look what this guy is saying. Mahdi Kawthar is saying, there is the hadith which says, Aisha, she said, I never seen, touched or seen the private part of the Messenger of Allah. Obviously, you won't accept this. So stick to the Hasan or Sahih. My friend, I think your prophet, he used to like doggy styles. So she will never see him because he's always from behind. Excuse me. Isn't it the Quran says, وَإِنَّ نِثَاءَكُمْ حَرْصٌ لَكُمْ فَآتُوا نِسَاءَكُمْ أَنَّ شِئْتُمْ. And this was to respond to the Jews who they say you should not, it's not allowed, it's forbidden to have sex from behind. And then the prophet, he respond to them saying, your women are your turf like a ground, so dig in your turf as you wish. Is that your Quran? And this is about the doggy style? Are you there? Your God is a doggy style God. And the proof in front of you. And he goes so low to the point he speak about women as if they are a ground and you dig in the ground as you wish. And you can go and read the interpretation for the verse if you like. So my friend, you are talking to Christian Prince. I got all your laundry. All your laundry is here in my head. I do not need a library. And by the way, the Muslim, they say, Christian Prince, he is a Google guy. In order to find something in Google, I have to know it first. What Google? I'm using the computer. For sure I would use Google computer. This is the fastest way. Imagine if I go now to go and find the reference and flip the pages and go to the shelves and I need a library of 1,000,000 books. Most of those books, I don't have them in my home. But thanks to the internet. So we use them, why not? But the knowledge is in my head. And this is your doggy style God. This is a verse was respond to the Jews who they reject having sex from behind. As simple as that. If you don't believe me, I can go right now and show you the interpretation. However, the Muslim Shia, they have different opinion. The Muslim Shia, and this is why Aisha is mentioning that actually, they believe that if a man, he look at the anus or the vagina of his wife during the sex, his son is going to be mute and deaf, and even he might be homosexual. If you want, I can show the reference, because from your name I can guess that you are a Shia. Mahdi, this is a very popular name between the Shia. Is that true, or I'm making things up? The Shia, you know, the Sunni, they laugh at the Shia. They say that the Shia, they have a huge library of penises and vagina. But in fact, the Shia and the Sunni both, they have the same thing. Let us see what the Shia, they say. The Shia, even they believe that if you wear black shoes, your penis will not work. This is why if you go and check all my shoes, I don't have a black penis, sorry, black penis, black shoes. Sorry. I mean, this filthy religion. I mean, what? Look at this. Look what we talk about. The second we talk about Muhammad, penis, vagina, blah blah blah. When we speak about the Messiah, we speak about holiness. The second we name Muhammad, penis is there. So if you wear a yellow shoes, your penis will be so good, according to the Shia. Let us see. As long as you are a Shia, so let us go there. Actually, there's even many videos, you know. We can play for you from YouTube. You would die laughing if you speak Arabic. Let us see. Here we go. I'm just trying to find the reference in a Shia website, so you don't say to me this is Sunni. Actually, I found a Shia website, but their text is so huge. I don't know what's wrong with those people. Yeah, let us see this one. This is a Shia website. Man, this website is messed up. Look, I mean, look at the text, how it's coming. Weird. Well, I can translate this. I mean, use Google Translation. This website is messed up. Let us see a different website. We are having difficulty. Where it is. Here it is. Let's see this one. This is Ya Zahra. Until now, we could not find an official website. Okay, let's choose this one. I don't know, because this is the reference here. The book, it's called من لا يحضره الفقيه, volume number 3, page number 556. The title is "To look at the anus or the vagina of a woman will cause you or your children to be blind." Translation. Looking at the women's vagina lead into blindness. It's hate to look at a woman's private part, and he said it begets to blindness, and hate to do it like talking. You should not talk too during sex. Like if you're having sex, you shut up. So you don't look at your wife's anus or her private part, and the wife should do the same. Haram. We F only, okay? This is the religion of effing. You don't look. You F only. Are you there, Haidar? So I'm assuming that you yourself, you never look too. You never know, she might be a male. Did you check it out? What a stupid cult. I mean, this is, seriously, is that a religion? This is a religion? And you are telling me that, you know, this is da'if. Anyway. True story, brother. True story. You are a Sunni? Okay. So, okay, let me ask you, as long as you are a Sunni, do you like to call me Mr. My friend Mahdi? Do you like to call me in Skype? If you like to call me, just say yes, I will open Skype for you. So, guys, he's a Sunni. Okay, but let me ask you, isn't it, do your prophet wife have a shame? So you are saying, let us stick with Hassan and Sahih, right? So that if you don't want it, let us go and see. Here we go. And now you will tell me, is this a woman or she is a whore? Imagine your wife. I'm not trying to insult you, my friend. I'm just having a conversation with you. Your wife, she go in YouTube and she make a video saying that when she pray next to you, she noticed that the other wife, her vagina is dripping yellowish blood. And she put a dish under her vagina. And this is Al-Bukhari. What kind of woman she is saying those things? I mean, what is the business of anyone? The wife of Muhammad, now everybody knows that her vagina is a dripping yellowish, or she have a sexual infection. Because it doesn't make sense why she have. I mean, I'm not a doctor. Actually, I never noticed that this is wrong unless, I mean, until somebody is a doctor, he says, this is mean she have infection. So the wives of the Prophet praying next to the Prophet, and there is a liquid coming from their vagina, and that is a yellowish blood. What they do? They put a dish there. Is that the Sahih Hadith you like me to read? Can we have it in video? The Prophet wife is teaching us how the Prophet, he used to fondle her. He put his penis between her legs. What kind of a what kind of a prophet, what kind of a female, what kind of a wife she is? Imagine my wife, she go live on air if I get married, God forbid, and then she say, my husband see me yesterday, he fondled me. He fondled me, he fondled me, he fondled me. He ordered me to put the shit between my legs. And I used to have my period. And he put his private part there. He fondled me, he fondled me, even. What the heck? This is a prophet wife? And now everybody in the world, he knew what happened to the vagina of Aisha. The prophet used to suck my tongue when he is fasting. But what the heck? So he was fasting or he was not? It's okay to suck the tongue of your wife when you are fasting because you are hungry. You like to eat tongues, don't you? French kiss? Scandals. And what they do now? They try to wash their hands from the garbage. This is the truth. Hmm? Let us find this hadith. Oh, this is da'if. Hey, you see, it says da'if here. But this is sahih in Sunan Ibn Dawood. That's why it's called Sunan Ibn Dawood. The Prophet SAW used to kiss her and suck her tongue when he was fasting. Should we take it or not? Huh? And if it's not true, why you Muslims are putting it there? But this hadith in Sahih Ahmad, Musnad Ahmad, is Sahih. The same one. Just the same exact hadith. This is Fathul Bari fi Sharhi Sahih al-Bukhari. The chapter of fasting and kisses during fasting. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Hadith number 1827. Page number 179. Value number 4. The Prophet, he used to suck his, he used to kiss his wives, and he used to what? And she smiled. And here it says, let us see different hadith. The Prophet came to me and I was fasting, and he was fasting, and he kissed me. And look where it says that the Prophet's wife, she was young. And as long as when we know that when you are young, you will be very horny. لهيجان الشهوة فرق من فرق. Oh boy. And here they are saying to you, if you are kissing, it's okay. This is not will not delete your fasting, brother. You know. And look here, it says, وقال النووي, kissing during fasting, it's not haram unless it's going to move the desire. So the Prophet sucking the tongue and kissing, and he is not moved by desire. Now I understand why he need a dish of shish kebab in order to make his penis work. Because even after kissing and sucking the tongue of his wife, still his desire is not, he don't have a desire. There's no sexual desire there. So the Prophet is sucking her tongue for what reason? This is not sexual desire. He's thirsty. What's wrong with you? This is not sexual desire. Don't you, you know? You? No? You know what? I mean, what is the, why a man, he kisses his wife? I mean, obviously, this is not sexual desire. But he is putting his tongue inside her mouth. He's not just kissing like his her cheek or maybe her head. He is, you know, this is not sexual desire. But not. I'm learning, my friend. I'm getting mature now, learning from the Muhammadan. Anyway, are we done for today? I think we had enough. I had enough too. I better stop talking about this. Can you speak about the breastfeeding for Aisha? Well, Aisha, you know, see, because she don't have a breast, she don't have a breastfeeding yet. But Aisha, she ordered her sisters to do breastfeeding for anyone when I enter upon her. And as long as this guy, he says, I am a Sunni, well, this is a Sunni. I mean, this is religion, is very sexual, you know. A prophet, he ordered a woman to give her breast to a stranger so he can suckle it, and then Aisha, she used to do that. You see it? Yahya related to me from Malik, from etc., from, that Aisha, she ordered her sister. Okay. All right. Yeah. See? I wish I was living in the time of the Prophet. Any office, any government office you go to, run by a woman, you have to suckle all the secretary breast. I will never go hungry. I mean, I will make any excuse just to go to the government office so I can suckle and then go home. The second my turn come to speak to the official Aisha, I will say, thank you, Aisha, I'm done for today. I want to go home. So what the problem? Don't you say you came to meet me? No, sorry, I did not came to meet you. I came to suckle. This is religion? And this is God? This is God, huh? God, he ordered Muslim women to give their breast and to suckle a stranger. You go in the bus, there's a TV host in Egypt. She asked the sheikh, are you saying to me, all those people who work with me in the TV station, the DJ, the light engineer, the audio engineer, the director, the editor assistants, the music, etc., all of those, I have to suckle them? He said, yes. Yes, you have to suckle them. This is what the Prophet said. And I can show you the video on YouTube. Yes, brother, yes. Yes. The word suckle is not found in Arabic? That's new for me. Guys, in Arabic, there's no suckle. من الرضاعة من المجاعة. Abdul, don't be stupid. I mean, come on, if you want me to respect you, don't be stupid with me. رضع from رضة, which means you hustle and you suck something. So you put the nipple, you رضع, like رضع إصبعه, like if somebody closed the door over his finger, that is a رض. What is رض? Is a piece of meat going between two hard things. And that can cause injury, can make even your blood, the blue blood, appear under your skin. This is what rad. So rada'a is to put the nipple of the woman between the teeth of a baby. He hold with his teeth, not even with his lips. And he starts sucking. So when you say to me, it's not in the dictionary, what dictionary you want me to show you? Oh, dictionary says the opposite. You're a liar, son of Muta. Shame on you. And even your translation says breastfeeding for adult. And why you Muslims say suckling if it's not suckling? And I am an Arab potato. So don't tell me this does not exist in the Arabic dictionary. People will die laughing at you. Shame. And if we show it to you from the Quran, what you will say too, you know? We can show it to you from the Quran. And this was a verse of the Quran, by the way. This is the Quran in the chapter of Al-Baqarah. Using the same word. Chapter 2, verse number 233. Do you see it? And this is the other verse. Chapter 4, verse number 23. And if you don't like the translation, we can change it for you. As you wish. And this is the word rida in Arabic. Those games you can play with someone else. You cannot play those games with me. Hey, my friend, there is no certain hadith says you put milk in. First of all, just to show you how stupid what you are saying. What al-Waqidi? First of all, al-Waqidi is not a companion. So how that can be hadith from al-Waqidi? You are a certified idiot. Secondly, if it's drinking from a cup, that is drinking, not suckling. In the same time, Sahla bint Suhail, she was an old woman, so she don't have milk. So what he will drink? This is why the woman, she adopt a man, because she don't have kids. She cannot have kids. If you think that women, they are a goat, even goat, they have to have babies to have milk. So he's drinking what? Sahla bint Suhail is an old woman, and he is the one, he ordered her to suckle the man who live in her house. She said to him, how I'm going to suckle him if he is a grown man? If it is drinking in a cup, she will not be surprised. She will say, okay, I will give him a cup of milk. She said, how I'm going to suckle him, and he is a growing man. Don't the growing man drink in a cup? Everybody drink in a cup. So Muslims, they have a very silly, stupid argument. كيف أرضعه وهو رجل كبير? She didn't say how I'm going to make him a drink. She said how I'm going to suckle him. Otherwise, there's no problem. How I'm going to suckle him, and he is a growing man. And you see, even your Muslim translation says breastfeeding him. It's a breastfeeding. It have to be from the breast, not a drinking cup. And let me ask you again, I will go with you. What kind of a stupid prophet he says that you give your milk to a man and that will make him forbidden for you? How stupid this religion is. Isn't it Islam forbidding you adoption? In the same time now, she became his mother? And then we will find that this is not a true. Muslim man is still, he can have sex with this woman, and I can show you the fatwa. If I go right now and search in Google, do breastfeeding for adult make the women unlawful? You will see that no. So what's the point? Read it. You Muslims are very silly, trying to save yourself from the embarrassment. رضاع الكبير لا يحرم. This is the title. She doesn't make it forbidden for you to have sex with her. Fatwa number 3901. Translation. See it? Breastfeeding for adult does not forbid you from having sex with her or marrying her. And this is here the answer. The man is asking if an old man, if a grown man, he did breastfeeding from a woman, did she become a mother for him from breastfeeding? The answer, no. He can still, have sex with her. So what's the point of this stupid religion? Obviously, Muhammad is making fun of you Muslims. So, there is no point. Stupid religion. Let me give you the reference. Here we go. I will post the link for you. I will shorten the link because it have an Arabic in the search, so I cannot post it in Google. Actually, let me try. I don't know if it's going to work. Before I post it, it doesn't work. I think, does it work, guys? Let me know if you can open the link. Because maybe YouTube have an adjustment now. Does it work when you click at the link? The one I posted? It work? Okay, then I do not need to shorten it. Okay, and now you can use Google Translation to translate yourself from your side. And you will see there's no point of this. Muhammad is a filthy man. He's making fun of the Muslims. And you will see he laughed until his teeth came out. She said to him, well, how I'm going to suckle him and he's an old, grown man? Because suckling happened only to children. And why he's laughing? And as you see, all those hadith are accurate, and all of them, they are talking about suckling. And the one she is suckling, he have a beard. My friend, this is false, because you see, when you say al-Albani, etc., this is sahih. You say to me there's no proof that this is from the nipple. It says suckle. Okay, can you show me a hadith saying that she gave a cup full of milk to the guy? Go ahead. You said to me al-Waqidi, where there's no such a hadith. This is opinion. Somebody like your opinion now, trying to fix it. But all of them, they say ardi'i, and the word rida is in the Quran. And this is in the Arabic dictionary. And your prophet is even laughing at what he just said. And this is how funny this religion is. Suddenly suckling is giving a cup of milk to the guy. What about giving a cup from the cow? Are you Hindus, Muslims? Why if somebody, he drank milk from somebody, he became her son? What is that? Hindus? So now if we drink milk from a cow, she became our mother? Suckle me, baby. Even, you know what? Even Joe Biden will not do what Muhammad say and do. I mean, this guy, he exceed everything is stupid can imagine. Az-Zuhri nephew told in the authority. Okay, show me the hadith. Give me the hadith number. Give me the hadith number. I will put in the screen, so we can laugh together. Remember, you are the one who said we don't accept da'if, right? You are the one who said, Christian Prince, let us focus in Hassan and Sahih. Just to show you the hypocrisy of this religion. Give me the reference, please. I'm waiting. Give me the number of the hadith and the name of the book. Everybody will start laughing in a second. Especially we have all your posts about not to accept da'if. And not to accept anything is not accepted by your majesty. I want to see this hadith. I'm waiting, Mr. Mahdi. I mean, if you have the hadith, you don't have the number for it? Give me the name of the book, the number of the hadith, so I can put it in the screen, please. If you have the hadith and you don't have the number, it's a clear evidence that you are copying from an article made by Abdul. If you have the number and you have the page number, you have the name of the book, then we will put it on the screen so we can share your opinion. Maybe you are right. I'm waiting. Why is it taking you so long? Let me tell you why. You are just copying an idiot article. You don't have reference. Let me help you to find the reference you are talking about, because obviously you are not able to find it. So we can laugh together. Let us see. You mentioned Al-Waqidi, right? Let me show you Al-Waqidi. You are just copying an article. This is the book of At-Tabaqat al-Kubra. You cannot find reference, I will find it for you. Volume number 8, page number 271. It says here, Aisha, she made a fatwa about this, and it's mentioned by Salim that he entered upon Kulthum, the sister of Aisha, and she suckled him 5 times so he can enter upon Aisha. And he got from her 2 suckling, or 3. And then she got sick, so he could not able to go and meet Aisha. Now let's continue. Salama, she said that the other wives of the Prophet, they refused to do so. And they said this was only a license for Sahla bint Suhail. And here it says, the wife of Abi Hudhayfa, the son of Utbah, she mentioned to the Messenger of Allah the story of the slave she owned, and he entered upon her. So the Prophet, he ordered her to suckle him, and he was an old man. And he was even a person who was fighting in Badr. He is a fighter, a soldier. Then she says here, it's mentioned to us from Muhammad ibn Umar, حدثنا Muhammad ibn Abdullah, from Az-Zuhri, from his father, that he used to milk in a dish or a container, and he gave it to Salim every day 5 times. Oh, sorry, every day to 5 times, 5 days, until he finished. But where we can find that? Aren't you the one who says to me, we don't accept anything unless it's authentic? Is this authentic? In front of everybody, I challenge you to show me this authentic hadith. What do you think? Is it authentic? I'm waiting. This guy is not even a hadith here. Who is this guy? Az-Zuhri from his father. Uh, you know, the funny is, the Muslims, they try to justify stupid things when the Arabic language is so clear. If, you know, if Muhammad, he don't want her to suckle, and the word suckle is wrongly used, he can tell her, give him some milk in a cup and let him drink. Why he's using the word suckling? Obviously, and this is why she was surprised. How I'm going to suckle him and he's a grown man? But the grown man, he drink, and he drink milk too. So she was surprised, not because men don't drink milk. Everybody drink milk and any drink. But the reason she was surprised, because simply the word is used there is suckling. Never use any other word. And then the Muslims, they try to fix it. And as you see, all of them, they are coming with suckling, and this is sahih. And the same Muslim who says to us, you don't accept the hadith unless it is sahih, he could not confirm to us if the hadith he is talking about is sahih. In fact, it's not. Can we find this hadith, the one you mentioned to me, in any books of the Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, at-Tirmidhi? The Muslim Sunni, they have 6 Sahih books. Can we find this hadith in any of them, Mahdi? You cannot. So you see the hypocrisy. It is you who said to me, let us stick to the, don't take a da'if. What if I show you the dictionary where the word translate Arabic word to feed? So what? Because suckling the purpose of suckling is to feed. Why the child is suckling? Is to feed. Are you stupid or what? But if we go to the dictionary, let me do that in front of your eyes. And I will not open any website, is not Islamic website. And then you will regret. This is your Muslim dictionary, Al-Mu'jam al-Wasit, published in Cairo, year 1960. This is the publishing print date. And this is شمس العلوم الرضاعة. الرضاعة الجزر رضعة الوزن فعالة يقال هي أمه من الرضاعة. They say she is his mother from suckling. And then he continues saying مدة الرضاعة حولان. The date of رضاعة is 2 years. This is coming from the Quran. And then he continues saying until the child he stopped by the age of 3. We continue. We're just trying to find where it's speaking about suckling. Here we go. Read carefully. التعريفات الفقهية. So this is now not only dictionary, this is according to fiqh, according to Islam. Let us use translation. And now you will say to me, I don't accept dictionary no more. This is according to dictionary, what rida'a mean. The word translated here, the breastfeeding, is rida'a. Breastfeeding and breastfeeding, sucking the infant from the human breast during the suckling period. And Nasafi, he said, breastfeeding is what is sprout the flesh and spour the bones out. Translation is not too good, but I think it's enough. And this is in the language. And this is even for the human. And you are fooling yourself, lying to yourself. And this is your dictionary. And let me post the link for you now so you can enjoy your lying time. This is the dictionary. You can use Google Translation in case you don't speak Arabic. Stop lying to yourself. Liars, they have no shame. Desperate. And you know what kind of logic? That if a man, he want to enter a house, the wife, she, let us say it is giving her a cup, giving him a cup. What is that? Yeah, it doesn't say that, CP. So this is your dictionary, and all of them, and as you see, this is according to al-fiqh, according to Islam, not according just to dictionary. Do you see it? By receiving the breast milk directly. If you don't receive it directly, the word is wrong. You don't use the word suckling, you don't use the word rida, unless you receive it directly. This is what radda mean. They lie, they love to lie. It is about suckling from the breast, not about drinking in a cup. If you're drinking from the cup, why you use the word suckling? I mean, how you can suckle a cup? Only Muslim, they can suckle a cup. Because they have different mouths. Look like they have like a, I don't know. How you can suckle a cup? He sent me a message in Skype. Okay, let me open Skype for a second. Even though I was going to go and leave. But let us take one call at least. Oh, one call is enough. Okay, my friend, I will open Skype just for you. What's his name? The one who wanna call me? Let us see Skype. We will take only one call because already getting really late. And people will not be able to listen to all this video. Let us log in Skype. Skype is taking forever to log in. Ultimate fart? Well, you know, I don't mind actually to take ultimate fart for a snack. But this guy, he have a very thin mouth. You know? Yeah, I don't see anyone texting me in Skype. I don't have any Muslim text. Nobody. So obviously he is not. Okay, let me see now, maybe now. This is not a Muslim. Where is the Muslim guy? I want to know why somebody, he is a Christian from Indonesia, is texting me. Or a Christian from wherever. Why you text me? What for? I don't know why people they do that. Where is the Muslim? I don't see anyone. Oh, somebody trying to call me. Let's see who's this guy. Maybe this is a Muslim. Let us call him. Maybe it's Ultimate Fart, I think. Hello? Yes, my friend, you are live on air. You are a Muslim?
Hi. No, I'm not Muslim, but I have seen fallacy.
You have seen what?
Fallacies in your argument.
Oh, okay. What is that? What is your religion?
Yo, I believe in the Bible.
Okay, no. What do you think about Muhammad then?
I tend more to believe in Muhammad than the notion that Christ.
Okay, I'm asking you, what do you believe in Muhammad? Is he a false prophet or a true prophet?
A false prophet.
Okay, so what do you want to say to us? Go ahead.
A fallacy in your argument.
Okay, give me the fallacy.
Let me. I will move to YouTube.
I don't have time, you know, just tell me, what is the fallacy? Come on.
Your fallacy is in the argument that you have showed the Aisha. She was pouring, it was pouring of her vagina a yellow liquid. And you have said that yellow liquid was from the sexual, what's the word? Sexual infection.
Well, it's not me who said that. Doctors, they say that. I'm not a doctor.
But
Uh-huh.
no, the doctor said that yellow liquid is not the yellow liquid. It was not from the always from the sexual relation.
So it's not always. Sometimes it is.
Other things.
Okay, get lost. Not always. You just admitted that I'm right. The doctor, they say it's not always. But that means you just admitted that I'm right. Let us go and search right now. I'm not a doctor. But let us see. I mean, you are saying I have a false argument, you donkey. And you just said not always. At least say no. It never happened. So you can call it a false argument. Donkey. Learn how to lie from the Muhammadan. I'm going to search in Google and see. Because this is not only, it's about water. This is yellowish blood, not water. Anyway, you know, people are really stupid. The topic was, what kind of a woman? She mentioned that in front of people. What is the business of anyone? So if it is a sexual disease or it's not. The question is, what kind of a woman she go in public and mention such a thing? And this is here, I am not a doctor, and this is the doctor website. Yellow discharge before the period. Causes and prevention. It says here, sexually transmitted infection. STIs, like, etc., like, etc., like, etc. So I'm not a doctor. I've never been one, and I'm not interested to be a doctor. But this is what doctors, they say. In Christian Prince, you have a yellow fellow is, you have a, you know, it seems stupid. Don't waste my time. It took me 2 seconds to find the answer. And we just discovered that you yourself, you have a yellowish discharge. Yellowish of foolishness. Christian Prince, I am a Christian and I'm going to show you a fallacy. Like, what the heck is that? This is not true, not always. Not always. Sometime. Don't get married, okay? Your wife, she will find you very yellowish too. You know what? I really feel sorry for many women. I mean, imagine you get a husband like this guy. And he was scratching his head and his ass for 2 hours after I said that. And he's trying, and he called me to prove me wrong. And the second he start talking, he says, not always. Oh, it's fallacy then, and it's not always. That means it's possible. So you did not prove me wrong, you proved me right. Next time you stupid, when you call me, say it is impossible. Don't say it is not always. Because if you say it's not always, that means maybe I was right. At least. But you are a donkey. Learn how to debate. Learn how to make argument. Potato. And as you see, I just search in Google. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. And all of them, they are saying the same. It's a bacterial or sexual transmitted disease. And actually, I did not even search in the search here. I did not put the word sexual disease. Look what I searched for. I searched yellowish blood, menstruation reason. That's it. I did not even put the word sexual disease. Because sometimes if you insert a word there, that will lead to a certain answer, right? So I did not even search for sexuality. I said yellowish blood menstruation reason. This is what I put in the text. You can do the same in your search engine. And this is what I got. Sexual transmitted disease. Sexual transmitted disease. Sexual transmitted disease. So what I will do now? It's fallacy. Don't get married. Your wife, she will jump to the next balcony in the honeymoon hotel room when she discover how, and your voice, man, your voice is headache. Christian Prince don't in fallacy. I said, like, what the heck, what I did, man? Man, I better leave before he tell me. And then he agreed with me. Not always. Well, let me tell you, not always men are donkey, but you are the donkey. But not all men are donkeys. Not always. Prove me wrong. Mr. Sankara, you are a doctor? My friend, I am very humble, Mr. Sankara. Let me tell you something. I am a graduated from the highest university in Arabia for doctors. And I was the dean of the Camel Urine College in the city of Medina for more than 10 years. So I understand that you are a doctor and you are agreeing with me, but brother, thank you. I do not need your agreement because already I have all the knowledge. We are the first university in the world who taught people to drink camel urine to recover from anything. Anything. Actually, the Prophet, he have other medicine. Let me show you. If you take this, brother, you can fight any disease, brother. But this is between me and you, right? You know, in your clinic, we can share the Prophet from this discovery, okay? Prophet Muhammad, he said, if you take this, brother, you can kill any disease except death. Brother, look at this. Prophet of Allah, he said, Nagla seed is the remedy for every disease. But Sam, which means death. Ibn Shihab said, you know, like it can do everything except death, brother. And this is in total agreement. All the Muslims, they agree upon it. So, brother, I just share with you knowledge which nobody have. And now you, as a doctor, you will become the most successful doctor in history. Any woman, any man, any child come to your clinic, brother. You give him neglige seed. It doesn't matter what he have. Just go right now and buy 10 kilograms of neglige seed. Don't give medicine, anything. Just give him neglige seed. The patient come to your clinic. You hit him in his foot. And I will tell you why you have to hit him in your foot. Because he have to open his mouth from pain. So you step in his foot hard. He open his mouth like, wah, and then you throw the neglige seed in his face, in his mouth. And he will be like a horse. Be careful, brother. Give him the neglige seed before he die. Because after he die, doesn't work. Every disease. It's a healing for every disease. Except death. Muhammad, is death is disease? I mean, you eat it when you say healing from every disease. How you say except death? Are you stupid or what? Is death is a disease? Like if you say except cholera, I say, okay, cholera is a disease. But death is not a disease. So, my friend, you are a doctor, but as you see, I'm so happy that you are here. You are learning from me. And now you will make a lot of money by being here, learning from the wisdom of a Prophet Muhammad. Cure for every disease. And those stupid American and stupid British people and Japanese and Chinese, they did not understand that one pill given by Prophet Muhammad can fix every disease. Neglige seed. And now let us see how many of you Muslims will go to internet and start ordering 10 kilograms of neglige seed. Every morning you eat neglige seed, neglige seed, neglige seed. Cancer will die. I mean, any disease. You have a liver problem? Take neglige seed. You have diabetes? Take neglige seed. You have your wife giving you a headache? Take neglige seed. Your mother-in-law? Take neglige seed. You don't have money? Take neglige seed. You don't have salary? Take neglige. You lost your job? Take neglige seed. I mean, it's a magical neglige seed. If you see a woman, her name is Negla, marry her right away. Because her seed, I mean, your seed through her will give you Negla seed too. You can sell them. Christian Prince, you have fallacy. What the heck? Lloyd? Who is Lloyd? I don't know who this guy. Guys, don't mention names I do not know. Don't mention names I don't know. Because we don't know what they say. And we don't approve people unless we know what they say. Unless you are forcing us to block you. Anyway, I'm hungry right now. I don't have neglige seed. Guys, do you know why I'm very healthy? I will share a secret with you. Some of you might now think that because I'm taking neglige seed. No, you're wrong. No. I use flies. I know that you might be disgusted now, but the Prophet, he knew it all. The Prophet, he said, if a fly falls into your vessel of one of you, let him dip it in. Okay, why we dip it in? Why? Because there's one wing have diseases and the other wing have the cure for it. So look what happened. They fly all over the poo-poo. Poo-poo here, poo-poo there, poo-poo everywhere. She come to your vessel. She jump because she think this is a swimming pool. Or she is committing suicide. I don't know why. I mean, I don't understand the language of flies. So she jumps. What the heck? She is now in your vessel. What do? You throw the vessel, cost you 10 pesos? You don't do that. Stupid. You use the medicine of Allah, Messenger, Prophet. You push your finger in the top of the fly. You have to force her to dip her head and her ass. Not only her head, all of her. Dip her down like zzz, and the fly was, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Don't listen. Don't have mercy on her. Dip her down and then take her out and throw her away. And then, brother, the dish will be so delicious and very healthy. Because one wing has medicine and one wing have disease. So now you have the cure and you are pure. Brother, somebody keep asking, poor guy, I saw him many times. I forgot. Okay. The woman, her ass is 1 mile. 1 mile, not 33 miles. What are you talking about? 1 mile. I mean, you people exaggerating. I say 1 mile, you say 33 miles. There's a hadith says that the woman, she will be 30 something miles. The woman, she will be, not her ass. But you can measure that. I mean, if she is 33, her ass, how many miles will be? But there's a hadith. It says that the wife, the whore, this is the book of Musnad Ahmad, volume number 6, hadith number 10945, and this is the reference. I don't know if I can find it to you in English. Let us see. I don't think this website have Ahmad. Yeah. So you can use Google Translation. I will post the link for you. And here it says it's going to take her ass, here مقعدها قدر ميل من الأرض. So her ass will fit 1 mile in the ground. Translate to English. The translation came in here as her seed. This is her ass. As much as a mile in the ground. Let me post the link for you and stop reposting and asking for reference. And by the way, I don't mind. I mean, if my wife in heaven, her ass is 1 mile, I mean, the bigger is better. I can invite Sheikh Ahmad to do hiking in the top of the ass of my wife in heaven. Bring your friends, bring my friends. We do hiking. And it's going to be very difficult, by the way, because it's very smooth. It's extremely smooth. 1 mile smooth high. 1 mile high, and it's so smooth and round. I mean, how in the world we can do hiking? And imagine if you were successful and you hike in the top of that ass. And then this woman, she fought. May Allah have mercy on you. Chemical weapon. I can't breathe. You know? So I don't wanna draw the situation for you, because the situation is very embarrassing, you know. But just think about it this way. Why you guys are forcing me to use my skills in drawing? I mean, this is a cheap way to drag me into doing this. You know, I don't want it to do. I'm the same Prophet Muhammad. He don't want to marry Aisha. Allah told him. So this is 1 mile ass. And it's so smooth. Even Allah, the hadith says, Allah, He spent 1,000 years to smooth the skin of the whore. Look like Allah, He never heard of Vaseline. 1,000 years just to smooth the skin of the whore. How slow. And then I think He is not using electricity. He is doing like manual, you know. So 1 mile, and now you try to go and you try to climb. So like, if you look at this, if this is 1 mile, if this is 1 high, the height is 1 mile. 1 mile. Okay? And now let us say you are here. Let us say after like all the skills you have, you know, you've been in the Himalaya before. This is not even 200 meters. You are still far. And it's going to get harder. Why? Because it's smooth. So it's not going to be easy, you know, to do, but it's going to be good to post it in YouTube and make a video about it. Right? Somebody saying it sounds like a retarded troll. Oh, okay. Well, I think the one who listened to me, then he must be a troll like you. You know, if I'm a retarded troll, that means you are a retarded troll too. Because why you listen to me? You must be troll too. And now we have 2 trolling. 2 more we can play cards. I support this guy, you know. Okay. So guys, Prophet Muhammad, he always care for us. He care how big the ass of the women we will have. Of me, myself, I wish they are 72 mile each ass. I'm really upset it's 1 mile only. I mean, what Allah will lose if he make it like few mile more? At least I can use it to fight with Putin. Well, what I need to do, get those women, bend over, and do fart at the direction of the Russian army in Ukraine. Boom. Chemical weapon, not chemical weapon, I don't care. And not only that, after they fart right away, I will throw a cigarette. Because in case you do not know, farting is flammable. Boom. You burn everybody. Putin, Christian Prince, you burned my face. Putin, I told you, the fart is coming to you. You coward. I mean, my friend, I'm talking about fart. And you say, hello, CP, how are you doing? I mean, don't you think we have more important now? We're talking about something very sensitive. Don't you see how important this? We're talking about the nuclear weapon now. Fart, big 1 mile ass. And then you go, you say, CP, how are you doing? My friend, may Allah forgive you. What's wrong with people? Focus, focus. Focus, focus in the hocus. What a religion. Anyway, I think the video became so long, I don't know how you can divide it. But those who want to make the video about Aisha, just cut the part about Aisha, and the rest you do as you wish. I want to say thank you, guys. Let me delete this picture because I know many of you will copy it and say it in the internet. And you give it to people and you say it in, you know, as like it's your art. You know, you put your signature there. I know you. You know, there's many people do those things. But I have a protection. Like what happened when Muhammad and Aisha, they were fighting. Allah and his and Jibreel is his protectors. So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope we have a good time together. Don't forget to download the video because I'm not going to keep it. I will keep it there for a few hours, this video and the video before it. And then after you download it, we will delete them. As you know, I don't keep videos. So please, oh, hold on. Sheikh Asim Al-Hakim is live, brother. And look how many people listening to him live. 226 people, brother. 256. That's a big number, brother. Huge number, including his wives, 4 wives, and his children. 256 people. Zakir Naik, he go live. He have 200, 300 people. What the heck? What happened to everybody? Why you have a very low review? Hey. Sheikh Awesome? Awesome, brother. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you all for being here. Until we see you soon again. Download the video. And when we get more than 20,000 something, we will be back. Until then, Christ is Lord. Islam is a fraud. We prove it every day. Take care.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is
without contradictions that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.